Check, 1, 2.
1, 2, 1, 2.
You good? All right. Let me know if you need adjusted.
Welcome to Fort Wayne Spacemen Hockey on the Spacemen Broadcast Network. Tonight, the Fort Wayne Spacemen host the Detroit Fighting Irish in the first of a two-game weekend series between USPHL Midwest East Division rivals. Good evening, everybody. Along with Brandon Porter, I'm Kent Horman from the Parkview Sport One Ice House in Fort Wayne, Indiana, as the Spacemen continue to wind down their regular season as they're about halfway through an 11-game homestand to conclude their inaugural season in the USPHL, trying to work their way possibly back to the 500 mark. And they have a good chance this weekend as they take on a Detroit Fighting Irish team that has been scuffling a bit. Fort Wayne is fourth in the Midwest East, and Detroit is fifth. 40 games played, the Fighting Irish have a record of 11 wins, 27 losses, and 2 overtime losses. The Spacemen in 38 games have 15 wins, 19 losses, 3 of them in overtime. They also have suffered a shootout loss. One of the early returns is Detroit does not score a lot of goals. As a team, they have scored 121 goals. As a team the entire season, their goals against, they have given up 266, and that is a bushel. On the other side of the coin, the Spacemen have scored a total of 161 goals and have yielded 170. One of the storylines to look for this weekend is the star of the Fort Wayne Spacemen, Jared Fisher. Will this possibly the game or the weekend where Fisher becomes the USPHL's single-season goal-scoring record setter? In 37 games played this year, Fisher has 45 goals, 44 assists for 89 points. He far and away is the league leader in scoring. And again, the 45 goals, he needs one to tie the single-season league record and one more after that to break it. So will we see some history made tonight or possibly this weekend? More importantly, Brendan, though, hey, it's one of those situations where the Spacemen say, okay, we had a week off to kind of recharge the batteries. We want to finish strongly. Come out tonight, strong first period, set the tone, and see what they can do as far as taking on this Detroit Fighting Irish team.
Yeah, those weeks off tend to really do good for a team that kind of struggled in the previous weekend. I know they struggled a little bit against the, I believe, Decatur Blaze team that came to town last time they were out. And they struggled a little bit in those games. Yes, they came away with a couple of wins last week, or excuse me, I believe it was the Columbus team that
Columbus
they played.
Mavericks, yes.
And they came away with a couple wins, but they didn't really look like themselves except for that 13-3 thumping they gave Columbus the first game. But the second game, they didn't look like themselves. So that week off should do them good to get into practice, not worry about a game that weekend. They have all week to practice, all week this week to practice, and fine-tune their game for a chance to get to 500 and then further into playoff contention.
Well, again, last week, on January 24th, the Spacemen thrashed Columbus 13-3, but then the following night they won 2-1 in a real knee knocker, and I understand that head coach Kaylee Schrock was not pleased with that performance one bit. His sentiments were, look, you can't go out and drill a team 13-3, win by 10 goals, and then the next day struggle. You have to continue to keep the foot on the gas. So I think he was a little disappointed in the overall effort. Maybe they came out a little overconfident after winning by 10 goals the night before. But that was then, this is now, and here we go. Tonight is the first of a two-game series with the Fighting Irish of Detroit. The same two teams will meet here at the Parkview Sport One Ice House tomorrow. That will be a 12:45 face-off. What we'll do right now is we will take a look at the starting lineups for tonight's game. First of all, for the Detroit Fighting Irish, starting in goal will be Justin Sheets. On defense will be Dylan Wells and also Oliver Allen. And then up front will be Jay Kostecki, Clay Hightower, and Brendan Higgins. Higgins is the leading scorer for the Fighting Irish. He has 25 goals, 37 assists for 62 points. Right on his heels is his line mate, Clay Hightower, who has 32 goals, so he'll be a dangerous guy the Spacemen will have to mark on the ice. 32 goals, 29 assists, and 61 points. So again, it'll be Sheets in goal, Wells and Allen on defense, Kostecki, Hightower, and Higgins up front. Now for the Spacemen, their starting lineup is brought to you by Three Rivers Federal Credit Union. In goal tonight, Isaac Gleisner will get the start. On defense will be Justin Daner and Austin Buck. Up front, Kevin Lapointe on left wing, Caden Schwetz on right wing, and Logan Robbins will be the center. So again, it'll be in goal, Gleisner. On defense, Daner and Buck. Up front, Lapointe, Schwetz, and Robbins. Our officials tonight, the referee will be Derek Woodworth, and working the lines, Cade Blessing and Tyler Fix. So we are about 3.5 minutes away from getting this one underway. A reminder, we'd like to thank all of the ticket sponsors, and it looks like we have a great crowd in the Ice House tonight. Ticket sponsor is Cap and Cork, and if Devin Perry or Cameron Perry score a goal or an assist, they will be sponsored by Huhtamaki Packaging and Labeling Company. One of the things you pointed out, Brandon, you wonder if the Perrys will play, and you were probably saying that Brandon McNeil will not play tonight because there is the city high school hockey tournament going on here at the Ice House. And Cameron Perry just played a game prior to this for Carroll High School, and I believe Brandon McNeil is playing a game right now on the sheet next door. So there may be a couple of guys unavailable for the Spacemen tonight.
Yeah, that's one of those things that they mentioned in our previous games. I think we had a couple players who were out as well. But the Spacemen, they are obligated, if they're on a high school team, to finish that obligation with the team before stepping onto the ice in a Spaceman uniform. So Brandon McNeil currently playing in a game with the Homestead Spartan team, as he has to finish that before we're coming to the ice in a Spaceman uniform.
Well, it looks like some of the Fighting Irish are trickling onto the ice, led by their goaltender Justin Sheets. Looks like the Fighting Irish wear black with gold trim and a little bit of green sprinkled into their uniform as the rest of the team now starts to take to the ice. And we will await the arrival of the Fort Wayne Spacemen. By the way, the head coach of Detroit is David Taylor. His assistant is Dennis Boomer, and the general manager is Dan Vasquez. And, of course, the head coach of the Spacemen is the Comet soon-to-be Hall of Famer, former captain and two-time champion Kaylee Schrock. His assistant is Josh Moles. So the Spacemen hit the ice in their white home jerseys, trimmed in black and orange. Very similar to the uniforms that are worn by the big club here in the ECHL, the Fort Wayne Comets. They are home tonight over at Memorial Coliseum, and I understand they were expecting a sellout crowd of over 10,000. They've been gone for 2 weeks, and it was Harry Potter Wizards night, so they were going to wear special custom jerseys tonight. So they are introducing the starting lineups once again. If you're just joining us, we'll give them to you once again. For Detroit, Justin Sheets in goal. On defense, Dylan Wells and Oliver Allen. Up front, Jay Kostecki, Brendan Higgins, and Clay Hightower. And for the Spacemen in goal, Isaac Gleisner. On defense, Justin Daner, Austin Buck. Up front, Kevin Lapointe, Logan Robbins, and Caden Schwetz. So the Spacemen are being introduced right now as Isaac Gleisner skates toward his net. This again, the first of two. Tomorrow, same two teams here at the Ice House. 12:45 face-off. After that, the Spacemen will have 4 remaining regular season home games. Next Saturday and Sunday, they'll have a week from tonight an 8 p.m. face-off against Midwest. And then the same two teams on February 16th. That'll be a 12:45 face-off. Then Friday, February 21st, Metro comes to town for a 7:30 face-off. And the regular season wraps up on Sunday, February 23rd, a 6 p.m. face-off against Midwest. So at this time, we're going to take a quick pause to honor our country with the playing of the national anthem. The final strains of our national anthem, so the teams huddling up around their respective benches one final time, and we are just about set for USPHL Premier Hockey. Midwest East Division rivals, the Detroit Fighting Irish and the Fort Wayne Spacemen. The officials are commiserating at center ice, and we are just about set to go. Again, this is the first of two. The Spacemen have 6 regular season home games remaining. It's the final 6 regular season games left in their inaugural season in their schedule, and now we are just about set to go. Eric Woodworth has blown the whistle and said, okay, boys, let's go. Come to center ice. And all eyes will be on Jared Fisher, the league's leading scorer, to see if he can tie the single-season goal-scoring record or perhaps even break it tonight. He needs 1 to tie and 2 to set the record. Already an amazing year for the talented center. 45 goals. Puck is dropped and we are underway. Detroit wins the opening face-off and getting over center ice and dumping it quickly into the corner. Now racing for it. Diener spins away. Good forecheck immediately. Try to kick it out front, and Robbins ahead to LaPointe. Bumped off the play by Dylan Wells. Now circling towards center. That's just chipped in. Gleisner will play the carom off the backboard. It's sitting there in front. Trickles through the goal mouth. Little miscommunication there between Gleisner and Austin Buck. And that gave Detroit a bit of a scoring opportunity, as right there was Dylan Wells, and it hit the side of the net. Now LaPointe with good forechecking pressure. Now the Fighting Irish will try to clear, but kept in by Berard as he'll just wrap it back into the corner. Quickly hustling after the puck is LaPointe. Tries to chip it past the defenseman. Can't get that done. Now Amy Johnson pinching in. They look to center. Right in front. Comes back to the point. Berard will collect. Now he leaves it. LaPointe trying to weave through some players. Can't quite get that done, but they will be able to keep it in. Just backhanded. Back deep into the zone as LaPointe goes for a line change. So good forechecking pressure here at the outset by the Spacemen to keep Detroit pinned in its own end. That goes through the goal mouth. And now here come the Fighting Irish back the other way. Berard, though, steps in front of his man as he pinches Justin Severinsky off the play. Now working his way into the zone, but it's poked out. And circling is Robbins. A little backhand pass across to Berard. Berard puts on the brakes. He'll spin around. Comes cross ice. Rodriguez comes back to Berard. Berard puts it up. It's just guided into the zone by Steele, and racing forward is Huffman. Doesn't get much on it, and Ralph Vlisins, who is from Riga, Latvia, making the play. Hustling after, though, it is Lucas Robbins. Now Robbins spins in his own corner. Still has the puck, comes back to the point. That's just dumped back in by Salkeld. Wrapped around the boards. Diener has it poked away, and here come the Fighting Irish. It's one-on-one. Salkeld moves his guy off the play. There's a quick shot right on. That's right in the breadbasket that time, and a save by Gleisner as Giuseppe Piezo with a very quick shot.
Penalty on the play.
So our first penalty of the game. Looks like it'll be a hook.
Huffman.
It'll go against Huffman, and that will be Jack Huffman for hooking. That comes at 2:19. So a Detroit power play, and let's see what the Fighting Irish can do. Let's try to put on goal, but intercepted by Austin Buck, and he'll backhand it the length of the rink. The goaltender Sheets comes out and leaves it for Oliver Allen. Now circling and coming up center, here come the Fighting Irish. Spaceman looking to stand them up early in the zone, and Diener will just flip it the length of the rink. That goes just wide of the goal mouth, and again Sheets will just backhand it off the boards. Brendan Hall leaves it for a teammate, and Oliver Allen fires a rink-long pass that goes past everybody. That will not be an icing. And can Fort Wayne clear? Yes, a good job by Rodriguez to find the seam. And now Ralph Vilsins intercepted, and here comes Berard. Berard has a chance, shorthanded. Berard, quick shot, hits the goalpost, rebound. They can't gather the rebound. There was an open net for Steele, but it was a bouncing puck Berard with a glorious opportunity, but he hit the pipe. Now that's dumped into the Fort Wayne zone. Detroit gives chase. Hustling after it is Rodriguez. Berard pinched along the board, and he is hit heavily. There's going to be a penalty coming up. And let's see what we have. Time will be at 3:38. And we still haven't received the signal. Looks like maybe a cross check. And that will go against Detroit. So that will take the face-off down into the Fighting Irish zone. Jay Kostecki, and it is a cross check. So the teams will skate 4-on-4. We've played just over 3.5 minutes. 16:22 to go in the first. We are scoreless. Brandon Porter, Kent Horman here on the Spacemen Broadcast Network. That comes back to Salkeld. His shot is right on. That is steered aside with the stick of Justin Sheets. Another drive, that's right on, and that's kicked out of there by Sheets. A Salkeld, 2 quality shots from the point. He has got a good shot, whether it's the low slapper or the quick wrister. Now Salkeld controls, a lot more open ice here when they play 4-on-4. Emmy Johnson sidesteps a man, little backhand pass. Robbins has to regroup it. Here comes Buck, the big defenseman. Weaves through the slot, just a little bit wide with the low shot. Turns and fires again, that's past the glove of Sheets. They race for the loose puck, spinning is Ralph Vilsins. One of the things I've noticed at the outset, Brandon, it looks like across the board, Fort Wayne is the bigger of the two teams, size-wise, which may or may not be a factor. Speed is one of the big components of hockey. Now it comes back to the point. Barons, now here is Lapointe. Lapointe dancing through a bunch of Fighting Irish, puts it right on goal, and in the goal mouth it is covered by Sheets. So Kevin Lapointe with some quick moves in the offensive zone, and we will have a line change. Fort Wayne now goes on the power play for 52 seconds with 15:15 to go in the first. And it's drawn back neatly to the point. Buck surveys the landscape, tries to shoot it through a screen. There's a good save. I'm not even sure if Sheets saw that one or if it just hit him. And here comes Detroit looking to break it out shorthanded. Buck comes across, intercepts the pass that time from Clay Hightower. But Detroit tries to center. Lapointe knocked that down. Now it's back behind the Fort Wayne net again. So this is a Spaceman power play, but a good job of putting a lot of pressure on with the forecheck by the Fighting Irish. Now here's Lapointe with speed, stepped up at the blue line. Dancing in is Logan Robbins. Now it's back in the corner. Comes right to the slot. Left for Berard. Berard plays it off the boards. Soft pass, back and forth, a little pitch and catch with Lapointe. Now at the top of the circle. Now the sides are all even. Quick shot in front, score! Great centering pass and a goal. So just as the power play was expiring, it looks like maybe Robbins got that goal, and Fort Wayne jumps out to the 1-0 lead. The time of the goal will be 5:42. And we'll wait for the official announcement, but I do believe that was Robbins with the goal. So the Spacemen, that all-important first goal. It is Logan Robbins. Schwetz with an assist. And right now that is the lone helper that's been awarded. So it's Logan Robbins, the assist to Schwetz at 5:42. A good centering pass, and Robbins buried it very quickly. And the Spacemen have been very successful when they get that first goal. Now they again try to center. A Fighting Irish defenseman goes down. They come back to the point to Daner. He gives the Huffman. Huffman's quick shot. That bounces off of somebody. Comes right back in front of the net. Here come the Fighting Irish with speed. They'll just dump it into the corner. They're playing a lot of dump and chase here early. Goes all the way around the wall. Daner tries to poke it out, but the shot goes on goal, and Gleisner will just put the big glove on it. 13:21 to go here in the first, and it's 1-0 in favor of the Spacemen. We talked about this at the outset, concluding the regular season, their first in the USPHL, with an 11-game homestand, and they figured if they could really make some hay here on home ice, they could get to that 500 mark or better and give themselves a good position for the postseason. Now Buck rangs it around the boards, but the shot from the point is knocked down. Brendan Higgins, their leading scorer, briefly had the puck, but here comes Fort Wayne back the other way. Emmy Johnson tries to guide it through a maze of players. He can't do that, and here come the Fighting Irish back the other way. Buck gets his big body in the way of that, as that time Vilsons was trying to get it along the wall. Sheets will bang it off the boards, and here come the Fighting Irish. Cross ice pass. Well, that time Dylan Wells just tried to golf it into the Fort Wayne zone, and he missed. Buck, good cross ice pass right on the stick of Robbins. Robbins dancing through two defensemen. The shot just a little bit wide, slides through the goal mouth, and here come the Fighting Irish back the other way. But Berard and Salkin are there. He gets behind Berard and tries to center that time to Piezo, and Fort Wayne intercepts. That could go the length of the rink for an icing penalty. The race is on, and it indeed is icing. So the face-off will come back to the other end. 12:15 to go here in the first period. The Spacemen off to the 1-0 lead. Brandon Porter and Kent Horman here in the Spacemen Broadcast Network.
No, I've noticed I haven't seen Fisher on the ice for a shift yet so far this period.
You know, I picked up on that very same thing. He was out in warm-up, and in fact, he looked like he had a good warm-up, and he looked like he was in a rather jolly mood, but you're exactly correct. So we'll see if we can find out how that story develops. That's flipped to center, and now Steele along the wall feathers it into the corner, and the Spaceman will go for a line change. Hustling out is the defenseman Oliver Allen. Allen comes cross ice, weaving into the zone was Clay Hightower. Traffic in front, but that is knocked into a maze of skates, and Salkeld just flips it softly. It will not be an icing, and Salkeld goes for the line change. Fort Wayne has had a good forecheck here at the outset. It's actually dumped in, but right on goal, and Gleisner will smother it. It will be a face-off again in the Fort Wayne zone with now 11:34 to go in the first. Talked about this a bit in the pregame show when you take a look at the fact that Jared Fisher is the league's leading scorer with 45 goals, 44 assists for 89 points. Got two pretty good offensive players for Detroit. Brendan Higgins is the leading scorer, 25 goals, 62 points, and Clay Hightower, 32 goals and 61 points. Now, back the other way. The point tries to center. Just poked out behind the net. He's trying to get it back in front again. That's Schwetz trying to do some work. Bit of a scrum behind the net. This is where those big Fort Wayne bodies will be an advantage as far as controlling the puck. That's kept in by Daner. Racing in. Well, Robbins couldn't quite finish as he just about had a step on his defenseman. But Fort Wayne is really dominating in the offensive end. Lapointe with a quick shot. He scores! Kevin Lapointe! That may have been a bit of a screen, but it sure seemed to surprise Sheets. Fort Wayne goes ahead 2-0 on a great shot by Kevin Lapointe.
Yeah, it looked like it might have been tipped in front. It end up going bar down on the goaltender. 2-0 is our score, off to a very quick start.
Time of the goal will be 9:02. And we'll make sure they indeed do award the goal to Lapointe, but a tremendous move as he controlled the puck in the zone. It is Lapointe with the goal. And they're saying it's an unassisted goal. Well, he did control the puck for a goodly amount of time in the zone. So the Spacemen off to a 2-0 lead. Big drive on the one-timer score. Loose puck came off the boards, and right at the top of the circle, Brendan Higgins was all by himself on the one-timer. He just blistered by Gleisner, and Detroit is on the board. It's 2-1. That will come at 9:26. Higgins with the goal. I believe it was Vilsons who picked up an assist. at 9:26 for Higgins. That is his 26th goal of the season. 63rd point. He is the leading scorer on the team, and with that kind of shot, you can see why. Now Detroit feeling pretty good about itself. There's a centering pass, but it could not be chipped by Lane Stewart as he tried just to kind of guide that on goal. And now back the other way. Here come the Spacemen. Emmy Johnson trying to weave his way past his defender behind the net. Comes back to the point to Berard. Berard comes cross ice. Rodriguez will just dump it back into the corner behind the net. Steele has it. Backhander behind the net. Now Fort Wayne doing a little bit of a weave. Berard at the point. Berard comes across again. Rodriguez. Snapshot score! That was deflected by somebody. So the Spacemen answer right back. This will come at 10-13. And it's 3-1 in favor of the Spacemen. So we have had 3 goals in 1 minute and 11 seconds. LaPointe at 9:02. Higgins for Detroit scored to make it 2-1 just 24 seconds later. And then at the 10-13 mark, Fort Wayne goes back on top by the score of 3-1. Emmy Johnson gets the goal. The defensemen Rodriguez and Berard get the assist, so it's Emmy Johnson from Rodriguez and Berard at 10-13, and at the 9.5 minute mark here in the first period, 3-1 in favor of Fort Wayne. Well, it is interesting. We talked about this in the pregame show. If some of the fans may have missed it, we have not seen, I do not believe, any of the Perry brothers either in this game. You know, we talked about their high school hockey commitment, same with Brandon McNeil, and we have not seen the league's leading scorer, Jared Fisher. Now Robbins will break out, one of the fastest spacemen on skates. Guides it over to Schwetz. Schwetz dances around his defender. Shot. Big save that time by Sheets. What a move by Schwetz. Another shot. That time it just whistles wide. So a shot barrage being put on by Fort Wayne cleared off the skate of Carson Salkel, but he'll just poke it back in with that long reach. And now here comes Detroit back the other way. A drop pass intercepted by Robbins. Tries to feed it to Schwetz. Kept in that time by Detroit. That's a centering pass. Big shot. Glove save by Gleisner as a quick shot by Ralph Skilsins. Gleisner had it in the glove. It briefly popped out, and then he put the big mitt back around it. 8:39 to go here in the first period. It has been active. 3-1 in favor of Fort Wayne. Fort Wayne goals by Logan Robbins, Kevin LaPointe, Emmy Johnson. Brandon Higgins has the lone goal for Detroit. And all the goals have been at even strength. Just a couple of penalties here in the first period. Now here's Alvon Berard. Berard likes to turn defense into offense. Big shot that time and right into the breadbasket of the goaltender, Justin Sheets. As we have worked down to the 8:20 mark here in the first. Again, same 2 teams here tomorrow at 12:45 face-off. So come out to the Ice House, come out here to the Overtime Lounge and have some brunch and hockey. There's a shot that's put on. Goes in and out of the glove as Austin Buck. He's got a really lethal shot from the point. Now they pinch along the half wall. Fort Wayne digs it out. Centering pass intended for Huffman, but intercepted by Detroit. And now the Fighting Irish looking to break out. Big Austin Buck has something to say about that. And again, they just scrum for the puck at center ice. Now Detroit looking to come in with numbers. Big check that time by Buck as he rides his man off the play. So they're battling for a lot of 50-50 pucks, and it seems like Fort Wayne has been winning them. And now here comes Alvon Berard. Loves to rush the puck. Into the zone, bumped off the play that time by Joseph Sherman. And back to center they come. Lucas Robbins will spin. Gets past his man Kostecki. But Detroit pinches people off the play and comes away with the puck. Now back the other way. That time Steele passes to himself off the board. Steele with some space. Big drive right into the body that time of Sheets, and a Huge save as he stacked the pads. Now, as we approach 7 minutes to go in the first, Fort Wayne still putting the pressure on. Rodriguez whacks it off the boards. But Detroit looking to break out. Dumped into the corner. Fighting Irish playing a lot of dump and chase here. Centering pass poked out of there by Daner. The time Kostecki was trying to find a mate near the goal mouth, but Daner was there to prevent that. So Detroit tries to regroup in its own zone. Long pass, that's just chipped into the Fort Wayne corner. Wrapped around the boards that time as Daner is taken off the play by Brendan Higgins, the goal scorer for Detroit. Goes into the skates that time of Behrens, so he'll regroup. Pass a little too strong, and that's collected by Anthony Pileggi. A couple of spacemen tee off on a Detroit player to make sure the puck goes no further. And that'll just be dumped partially into the Detroit zone by Steele. We're at 6:06 to go here in the opening stanza. 3-1 Fort Wayne. Brandon Porter, Kemp Horman here in the Spacemen Broadcast Network. Daner hears his teammates yell, "Wheel it," but he doesn't get the pass off the boards in time. Intercepted right in front. Oh, what a big save by Gleisner. Another big save by Gleisner. Two tremendous saves by Isaac Gleisner. As again, a turnover gave Detroit a glorious scoring opportunity. It's wrapped high off the glass. So Detroit putting some offensive pressure on. Comes back to the point. That shot into the shin guards of Schwetz as that time Vilsins was trying to make a move. Now here comes Lapointe. Tries to chip it in front. And that'll be a whistle as the puck goes out of play. 5:26 to go in the first. 3-1 Fort Wayne, basically end-to-end action, and they've played good, exciting hockey.
Yeah, strong back-and-forth game, as you said. And as you mentioned, though, Detroit playing a bit of a dump and chase game, probably looking to use the size against him, as normally the bigger, taller players tend to be a little slower than the smaller players.
So Detroit controls the face-off. Salkeld to Buck. Big Austin Buck. Works his way into the zone. Quick shot. That's blocked out of there by the goaltender, Sheets. Right in front. Loose puck. And who can control it? Looks like Robbins tries the center. Backhander. Big save by Sheets. Rebound. No goal. Lapointe has to wonder, how did I miss that open net? And Justin Sheets with a couple of sensational sprawling saves to keep it a 3-1 hockey game in favor of the Spacemen, as we have 2 ticks above 5 minutes to go here in the second period. Once again, another great crowd here at the Parkview Sport One Ice House. The overtime lounge is jam-packed with people. The stands are full, and people are ringing the boards as this first-year USPHL hockey team has drawn great fan support. Now here comes Detroit back the other way. Salkeld stands his man up. Now but intercepting and putting a quick shot on that time was Joseph Sherman. And it looks like we're going to have a penalty behind the play. This will come at the 15-20 mark.
Looks like Salkeld's going to go to the box.
Salkeld picks up an elbow. And that will come at 15-20, so Detroit goes back on the power play. It'll be their second power play opportunity. Their first one didn't last long because they took their lone penalty of the period, and the teams skated 4-on-4 for a while. Drive from the point. Gleisner will smother it. Rodriguez escorts Brendan Hull out of the goal mouth. So the face off to the right of Isaac Gleisner. 6 foot, 150-pounder out of Saginaw. The draw is collected by Berard, and he just flings it the length of the rink. So Detroit will have to regroup as Clay Hightower tries to get past Lapointe, passes ahead. But Detroit looking to headman the puck. This time they're not trying to dump, they're just trying to retain control, but Lapointe intercepts. Good move, and ahead to Steele. So now the Spacemen going 2-on-2. Steele slides past his defender, looks to center behind the net. But this is taking a lot of time off of that power play clock. Now here comes Detroit back the other way with a step. Quick shot. Gleisner takes it on the shoulder. Brendan Higgins had just a little bit of a step on the Fort Wayne defense and fired it high short side, and Gleisner able to put the arm up and then retain control of the puck. 1:12 left in the power play clock for the Detroit Fighting Irish. Fort Wayne neatly wins the faceoff. Buck will chase it along the wall as he battles with Brendan Hull, and now it's cleared the length of the rink on goal. And Sheets will put the big stick down. 1 minute left in the Detroit power play. 3.5 minutes to go here in the first period. 3-1 in favor of Fort Wayne. Now can Fort Wayne clear again? It's right in front, and it's just guided out of the zone on the backhand by Buck. And here comes Robbins with his brilliant speed. Robbins coming in shorthanded. Robbins is taken down. The net comes off the mooring, and he crashes into the goaltender, and I do not believe there was a penalty call in that play. I thought there would have been a good case for Robbins to have been hauled down.
Yeah, no penalty on the play, but that's something I was used to when I was broadcasting Robbins in the high school league. He's one of the last people you want to give the Fort Wayne Spacemen time to move because he has speed, and he'll turn on the Jets any chance he's given.
3:19 to go here in the first. 3-1 Fort Wayne. 39 seconds left in the Detroit power play. The faceoff is in the Fighting Irish zone to the left of their goaltender, Justin Sheets. Puck comes back to the Fort Wayne point, and Justin Daner will just dump it back into the corner as we're down to the final 30 seconds of the Detroit power play. So the Fighting Irish looking for a breakout. Again, they'll flip it on goal. This will be the old bouncing puck. Gleisner lets Daner take control, but Detroit swoops in to try to intercept the play. Centering pass intercepted by Huffman, and Jack Huffman will backhand it out of the zone back to the neutral side. 10 seconds left in the power play. Detroit one last opportunity to maybe get a quality shot off. Spinning that time is Vilsins. Tries to center it, and that hops over the stick right in front. It's kind of a knuckleball that goes wide, as Giuseppe Piezo is hoping to get his stick on that, but the puck was just a little too high for him to gather it in. Penalty is up, 2.5 minutes to go in the first. The teams are back to full strength. Buck steps into his man, centering pass. That's knocked out of there by Gleisner, and I don't think Daner knew that the power play was up. But I have always said, you know, you're worried about some pressure, you just want to have a time to regroup. Icing is not a bad thing. Icing can be your friend.
Yeah, a lot of teams don't really tend to use it to its full potential. Yes, it's a offensive zone face-off for the other team, but if you're scrambling right now and well out of position, just ice it. You get a chance to regroup.
Now Jack Huffman has his pass intercepted right in front. Good job that time by Hornsberg, as he did a great job of taking his man off the play and intercepting the pass. Now Fort Wayne hustling for it. Sheets comes out, flips it away from Buck. This could give the Fighting Irish some numbers. Fort Wayne will have to hustle back on the back check. Coming in, short side, the shot just off the netting. Little bit side of the net. One of the better opportunities is that time Kostecki was trying to beat Gleisner glove side. Fort Wayne comes to center. And now 100 seconds remain in the first period. Stepping into the play is Rodriguez. He'll flip it high along the glass and back behind the net. Sheets flags it down. Passes out to his teammate. Now Dylan Wells. That cross-ice pass will be intercepted by Berard. Berard patient with the puck. Slides it over. Coming down unmolested through the slot. And that shot by Steele goes over the top of the crossbar. Now Steele will get another shot at it. That time it goes to Robbins. Now, Fort Wayne has really been dominating puck control here in the first period. Steele is bumped off the play. Now he's sandwiched between a couple of Fighting Irish. Back the other way. Now here comes Detroit again with an opportunity. Dancing into the zone, but poked away by Berard as that time Piezo is making a bid. Now here they come again. Detroit doing a good job of bottling Fort Wayne up from time to time. Yemi Johnson. Well, that'll just go the length of the rink, and they're saying no icing. They wave it off. Final 40 seconds. Big board meeting that time, and I believe Fort Wayne will get a penalty. Well, that's interesting because for me, that was an icing all the way. The one linesman had his hand up. The other said no, and as a result of the icing not being called, a heavy check that time was applied by Steele, and I believe this will be a boarding call.
That's one of the things that the no-touch icing rule was kind of implemented into preventing was races for the puck that resulted in those heavy hits. Looks like they're going to give him a charge.
They call it charging. You are correct, sir.
It's going to be on number 16 for the Spacemen.
So Zachary Steele will get a charge. Probably could have called either one. Actually, I was waiting to see if Derek Woodworth might give him a 4-minute penalty because the Detroit player lay on the ice for quite a while.
Yeah, that's one of the, like I said, that's one of those things that the no-touch icing rule was implemented into preventing.
So off the draw, coming away with it is Lucas Robbins. He'll flip it, and it does go on goal. Flagged down by Sheets, and he will leave it for Clay Hightower, who will start the breakout down to the final 22 of the first. Brendan Hall tries to get it in, but Salkeld with that long reach slides it the length of the rink. We are down now to our final 10 seconds here of the opening stanza. 3-1 Fort Wayne, still a minute and a half of power play time for Detroit. But they'll just dump it into the corner, and this could do it for the period. Robbins will just hang onto the puck and let the clock run out, and that will do it here in the first period of play. We've played the opening 20 minutes here at the Parkview Sport 1 Ice House. It's Fort Wayne 3, Detroit 1. We'll take a break and come back and recap the first period. You are watching Fort Wayne Spacemen Hockey on the Spacemen Broadcast Network.
The Acme Bar and Grill, where neighbors meet. A Fort Wayne tradition since 1941. We feature nightly dinner specials along with our iconic pizza, wings, and pork tenderloins, and barbecue in our family-friendly atmosphere with a retro flair. Additionally, we offer a full bar with 26 beers on tap from various Midwest breweries. We also have an area perfect for private events such as meetings, reunions, and banquets that holds up to 50 people. The Acme Bar and Grill, located in the heart of East State Village, where neighbors...
For every victory, for every highlight, for every team in the Summit Athletic Conference, we've got you covered. Like, follow, and subscribe for all the latest.
Parkview Sports Medicine's integrated sports medicine team is built to serve the needs of all athletes in all sports. Our team's only goal is to improve athletes in every facet. PSM offers performance training to help athletes get better on the field, dedicated athletic rehabilitation and physical therapy to help them get better off of it, certified athletic trainers in our PSM schools providing daily support to our athletes, and a specialized orthopedic walking clinic when injury strikes. Call 260-266-4007 to speak to our care navigators or visit parkviewsportsmedicine.com to learn more about what we can do to improve athletes at all levels. Joint pain, sprains, strains, or a possible broken bone? Make the Parkview Ortho Express Walk-In Clinic your first stop when you have an orthopedic or sports injury. Parkview Ortho Express, located at the Sport 1 Parkview Fieldhouse, gives you access to quick care and orthopedic physicians when you need it most. Get x-rays, treatment, and referrals to Parkview Care, all in the convenience of a walk-in clinic. Parkview Ortho Express is open Monday through Thursday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m., and Saturday, 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. Call 260-266-4007 for more information.
Brooks steals it, tips it away to himself. He'll go to the hoop and slam it down.
They attack, they get a great shot.
Here he comes. And Lucas Craw.
Shot hits the post. And the centering feed to Luke Gibson. Shot scores.
Rush comes. Oh, almost picked off by Ethan Hoover.
And the takedown.
Perhaps it was...
The Kelly Automotive Group is simple, transparent, reliable. Simple. Our customer specialists make buying a car easy and fun. Transparent. Our price listed is the best price. No hassle, no gimmicks. Reliable. Buy with confidence and peace of mind. We work hard to ensure the best value however you shop. Come see us in Decatur at the 2733 Auto Mall and shop 7 brands in one location. The Kelly Automotive Group. Simple, transparent, reliable.
It's the comets. Comets falling from the sky. 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 Comets falling from the sky.
Joint pain, sprains, strains, or a possible broken bone? Make the Parkview Ortho Express Walk-In Clinic your first stop when you have an orthopedic or sports injury. Call 260-266-4007 for more information.
Get mad about blue. Get mad about your Fort Wayne Mad Ants. When looking for the best basketball action in town, it's the Go to FortWayneMadAnts.com for the complete game schedule. See your Fort Wayne Mad Ants in action. Get mad about blue.
Developing athletes to be foundationally strong. Healthy and consistent training. Expert staff. Long-term athletic development. Parkview Sports Medicine Performance. Any athlete, any age, any skill level.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
4 seconds.
Back at the Parkview Sport One Ice House, we are between the first and second period. Brandon Porter, Kent Horman here on the Spacemen Broadcast Network. And after the opening 20 minutes, a good start for the Fort Wayne Spacemen as they lead the Detroit Fighting Irish by the score of 3-1. Here's what happened in period one. Logan Robbins got Fort Wayne on the board, 5:42 into the first period. Caden Schwetz with the assist, 1-0 in favor of the Spacemen. Then Kevin LaPointe intercepted a pass off the boards. He weaved through a number of Detroit players. He scored an unassisted goal, and that was at 9:02. That made it 2-0 in favor of Fort Wayne. But just 24 seconds later, a great play by Detroit as Ralph Vilsins, he out of Latvia, sent a pass across to Higgins, Brendan Higgins, who's the leading scorer for the Detroit Fighting Irish. He, from the top of the circle, blistered a one-timer past Isaac Gleisner, his 26th goal of the season. Again, Vilsins with the assist. That came at 9:26. But not long after that, at the 10:13 mark, Emmy Johnson scored a goal right in front. The assists go to Cole Rodriguez and Alvan Berard. Actually, you had 3 goals scored in a minute and 11 seconds, 2 of them by Fort Wayne. So the Johnson goal gave the Spacemen a 3-1 lead. A rather cleanly played first period. Jack Huffman for Fort Wayne was sent off for hooking at 2:19. Then you had a penalty on Detroit, as it was Jay Kostecki going off for cross-checking at 3:38. Carson Salkeld elbowing 2 minutes to the penalty box at 15:20, and then you had Zachary Steele called for charging with just 37 seconds to go in the period, that at 19:23. So when we start period 2, there will be some power play time remaining for the Detroit Fighting Irish. Fort Wayne dominating the first period, honestly, as far as shots were concerned, as 24 shots for Fort Wayne and 13 for Detroit. Again, the same 2 teams tomorrow, right here at the Parkview Sport One Ice House. It'll be the Detroit Fighting Irish and the Fort Wayne Spacemen. That will be a 12:45 face-off. And then Fort Wayne will be down to its final 4 games of the regular season. It's an inaugural season in the United States Premier Hockey League. Next Saturday, a week from tonight, Midwest will come to town for an 8 p.m. face-off. Then the same 2 teams on Sunday, February 16th. And that will be a 12:45 face-off. And by the way, on that February 16th game, they will have a special shootout between periods. Icy the Eagle, the Comet mascot, will be in the building, and there will be some special guest shooters. They've kept that a top secret. We haven't really found out who any of those special guests will be, but on February 16th, a week from tomorrow, between periods, Icy the Eagle will be here, and they will have a special shootout between periods. Then, the final weekend of the regular season, Friday, February 21st, that'll be a 7:30 face-off against Metro. And then on Sunday, February 23rd, a 6 p.m. face-off to wrap up regular season play against Midwest. We talk about the storyline, and it's really been a rather imbalanced schedule for the Spacemen in this first season. Early on, they had an absolute glut of road games. That is why their final 11 regular season games starting just shortly after this new year. When we came into 2020, the final 11 games were home games, and we're about in the midst of that right now. So they're hoping they can make a lot of hay here on home ice and perhaps finish above the 500 mark in the inaugural season. They started tonight with a record of 15 wins, 19 losses, 3 overtime losses, and a shootout loss. So if they really take care of business here on home ice the rest of the way, they will indeed finish over the 500 mark. That would be quite an accomplishment in its inaugural season of play. So again, it's 3-1 Fort Wayne after the opening 20 minutes. We'll take a break and come back and set the stage for the start of period 2. You are watching Spacemen Hockey on the Fort Wayne Spacemen Broadcast Network.
The Acme Bar and Grill, where neighbors meet. A Fort Wayne tradition since 1941. We feature nightly dinner specials along with our iconic pizza, wings, and pork tenderloins, and barbecue in our family-friendly atmosphere with a retro flair. Additionally, we offer a full bar with 26 beers on tap from various Midwest breweries. We also have an area perfect for private events such as meetings, reunions, and banquets that holds up to 50 people. The Acme Bar and Grill, located in the heart of East State Village, where neighbors...
For every victory, for every highlight, for every team in the Summit Athletic Conference, we've got you covered. Like, follow, and subscribe for all the latest.
Parkview Sports Medicine's integrated sports medicine team is built to serve the needs of all athletes in all sports. Our team's only goal is to improve athletes in every facet. PSM offers performance training to help athletes get better on the field, dedicated athletic rehabilitation and physical therapy to help them get better off of it, certified athletic trainers in our PSM schools providing daily support to our athletes, and a specialized orthopedic walk-in clinic when injury strikes. Call 260-266-4007 to speak to our care navigators or visit parkviewsportsmedicine.com to learn more about what we can do to improve athletes at all levels. Joint pain, sprains, strains, or a possible broken bone? Make the Parkview Ortho Express walk-in clinic your first stop when you have an orthopedic or sports injury. Parkview Ortho Express, located at the Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse, gives you access to quick care and orthopedic physicians when you need it most. Get x-rays, treatment, and referrals to Parkview Care, all in the convenience of a walk-in clinic. Parkview Ortho Express is open Monday through Thursday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m., and Saturday, 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. Call 260-266-4007 for more information.
Brooks steals it, tips it away to himself. He'll go to the hoop and slam it down.
They attack, they get a great shot.
Here he comes. And Lucas cut off.
Shot hits the post. And the centering feed to Luke Gibson. Shot scores!
Rush comes. Oh, almost picked off by Ethan Hoover.
And the takedown.
The Kelly Automotive Group is simple, transparent, reliable. Simple. Our customer specialists make buying a car easy and fun. Transparent. Our price listed is the best price. No hassle, no gimmicks. Reliable. Buy with confidence and peace of mind. We work hard to ensure the best value however you shop. Come see us in Decatur at the 2733 Auto Mall and shop 7 brands in one location. The Kelly Automotive Group. Simple, transparent, reliable.
It's the comets. Comets falling from the sky. 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 Comets falling from the sky.
Joint pain, sprains, strains, or a possible broken bone? Make the Parkview Ortho Express walk-in clinic your first stop when you have an orthopedic or sports injury. Call 260-266-4007 for more information.
Get mad about blue. Get mad about your Fort Wayne Mad Ants. When looking for the best basketball action in town, it's the Go to FortWayneMadAnts.com for the complete game schedule. See your Fort Wayne Mad Ants in action. Get mad about blue.
Developing athletes to be foundationally strong. Healthy and consistent training. Expert staff. long-term athletic development. Parkview Sports Medicine Performance. Any athlete, any age, any skill level.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our camera. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
Back at the Parkview Sport One Ice House, Ken Horman, Brendan Porter here on the Spacemen Broadcast Network as the teams come to center ice. And Fort Wayne leading 3-1, but Detroit will still have 1 minute and 22 seconds left of power play time. And we're still trying to solve the mystery as to how the Spacemen captain, Jared Fisher, did not play a shift in the first period. He is on the Fort Wayne bench. Neither of the Perrys, Cameron or Devin. There's a backhander right in front. Oh, it bangs around the pipe, just misses. It looks like it was played with a high stick, as that was a glorious scoring opportunity as the puck took a crazy carom from behind the net, and right there in front, a possible backhand effort looked like it hit right near the elbow and then played with a high stick, so the faceoff will come back down into the Detroit zone with 1 minute 6 left of power play time. We talked about this at the outset, that Cameron and Devin Perry are not in the lineup because of high school obligations, as Brandon McNeil is as well. The draw cleanly won back to the point, and Buck will just skate backwards with it, being hounded that time by Dylan Wells. That'll be dumped into the Detroit zone. Chase is on by Robbins, but quickly hustling out with the puck. Here come the Fighting Irish. Definitely played off the skates that time by Kostecki. Tries to work his way past Buck. Buck drops down to block that centering pass attempt. Now down to the final 38 seconds. Comes back to the point. Oliver Allen has it poked away, and here come the Spacemen. Buck is leading the charge, the big defenseman. Throws it right on goal. Kicked out of there with a big flick of the stick by Sheets. And back the other way. Long cross-ice pass goes into the body of Daner. That looked like it was offside, and a late whistle as the shot was taken. And here comes Mr. Fisher for his first shift. So we'll see how long it takes for Jared Fisher to establish his presence. We set it up during the entire pregame show. He's 1 goal away from tying the single-season goal-scoring record, 2 away from breaking it. Starting tonight's action with 45, and he wins the draw cleanly. Banged off the glass, but flagged down by Clay Hightower. Comes cross-ice to his teammate Oliver Allen. Down to the final 12 seconds, though, of the Detroit power play, as that is banged to center ice. Here comes Hightower. Hightower weaving past Berard. Hightower with a backhander. Blocked out of there by Gleisner, and he will smother it. No further action. Well, one of the things I learned between periods, and we've known this, that Kaylee Schrock is never short on discipline. And let's face it, these guys are 17 to 20 years old, and he's had to exact some discipline a number of times. We won't name names, but I did notice that there is another player out of the lineup tonight. My understanding is did something that Kaylee wasn't happy about, so he will not play this weekend. And so it goes. That's the way it is. We do not know why Fisher sat the first period, as that goes into the netting. I would think, though, now for the next 2 periods, he will play like a man possessed.
Yeah, being the captain of the team, one thing that's got to really hurt them, you know, the captain's on the bench, and he's not on the ice to kind of lead them.
Yep, that shot goes high over the pipe as Lane Stewart tried to go top shelf. Now they look to center again. Tell you what, Detroit's got 3 men deep, and they are really putting a lot of pressure on the Fort Wayne defense. Now Berard, who loves to rush the puck, taken off the play that time by Joseph Sherman. Back into the corner it goes. Berard regathers, circles behind the net, puts it ahead to LaPointe a little too strongly. Banged off the boards by Pelegi. And Berard basically guides it in, kicks it in with his skate. Circling as Joseph Sherman has it poked off of his stick, that time by Robbins. Now here comes Pelegi ringing around the boards, and that's backhanded to center by Villasins. Berard Manages to get past a pair of Fighting Irish. Now comes across to Zachary Steele. Steele looks to cut in. He'll have to go behind the net. Can he center? Still controls the puck as he's chased by Vilsins. Now Steele still has the puck. Tries to come across to Fisher. He'll keep it in the zone. Fisher with that quick move. Here comes Fisher looking for the shot down the slot. Now he comes to the wing. Circles behind the net looking for somebody to pass to. Comes back to the point. Rodriguez goes cross ice. There's a shot by Salkel. That hits the skates that time of Behrens. There's a big drive. That goes off the skate that time of Joseph Sherman and caromed over the goal. Try to center that time. Here's Behrens. Behrens with the backhander. That's off the side of the net. Good pressure applied by Fort Wayne. Steele brings it back behind the net where Behrens has it. Tom's Behrens at the hash. Now cross ice. Rodriguez through the skates that time of Behrens, but hustling behind is Steele. So great pressure. Fisher steps deftly into his man, and dropping down to keep it in was Huffman. Now here's Fisher again at the half wall. Fisher dancing in, backhander, score! And Fisher has tied the single season league goal scoring record. Number 46. He cut right through the goal mouth and a backhander top shelf. It's 4-1 Fort Wayne. Well, some history right there. Fisher with goal number 46 of the season. That comes at 3:34. We'll see if somebody gets a helper. It's 4-1 in favor of the Spacemen. So Fisher does immediately make his presence felt. Rodriguez gets his second assist of the game, and it's 4-1 in favor of the Spacemen. There's a quick shot kicked out by Gleisner, and now Fort Wayne starts the rush back the other way. It's big Kevin LaPointe, tries to center it just a little too strong for Logan Robbins. Now Robbins plays it along the wall, intercepted by Detroit. Big Austin Buck just bumps his man off the play, Kostecki. And now Detroit weaving in the zone. Great job by Gleisner to keep that pad down short side as Higgins was bidding for another goal. Now he loses his stick. Now a Fort Wayne player heavily hits the ice. Back the other way. Here comes LaPointe. LaPointe, beautiful drop pass. Robbins with a shot. Good glove save that time by Sheets. Robbins to LaPointe. LaPointe looking to wrap it around. Now swooping in was Schwetz. Good block that time by Hightower. And Berard collects near center ice. Goes cross ice. LaPointe can't quite get the stick on it. And Hightower bangs it off the boards. There's nobody there. And Berard, well, looking to rush it in there, but he was joined by three of the Fighting Irish. We've played 5 minutes of period 2. 4-1 in favor of Fort Wayne. Well, it's banged off the backboards. Fisher steps heavily into his man, Hightower, so now some of the body checking is picking up. Fisher trying to slip past Hightower in a battle of captains. Cross-ice pass is poked out of there that time by Piezo. And Fort Wayne will have to reset. Fisher just lets it go off his stick, and then he will give chase, and he's going to win the race. As that time, Carter Schluckmeyer a little bit slow. Well, Fort Wayne not only the bigger team, looking to be maybe the faster team as well. Now Hornberg right at the hash, comes down below the net. Centering pass is intercepted by Detroit. And Berard. Big hit that time, and there's going to be a penalty. Well, they were late in calling the penalty because Fort Wayne had control of the puck. Well, guess what? Devin Perry is suited up now for Fort Wayne, and he will take a penalty. So I think he just saw the ice for the first time in this period. Looks like interference. So Devin Perry gets the interference penalty. That comes at the 6-minute mark even of period number 2. Well, we've seen the first appearance of Jared Fisher, and he scored his single-season league-tying 46th goal. And now the first appearance by Devin Perry, and he draws an interference penalty at the 6-minute mark. So yet another power play opportunity. There's a drive that I don't think Gleisner saw until the last second, so he just took it in the chest. A sneaky little shot by Ralphsville Sins. 4-1 in favor of the Spacemen. 13:52 to go here in period 2. And Fort Wayne controls and just flips it the length of the rink. Sheets, kind of throws that pass. Past Bill Sins, racing in is Huffman. But now back the other way. Here come the Fighting Irish. Oliver Allen with speed. Big hit that time by Daner. So Fort Wayne is stepping up the physicality, and now they'll look for the breakout, and it'll just be flipped the length of the rink. Stopped by Sheets. Sheets listed as only 5'9", as that one whistles wide. He's out of Livonia, Michigan. A lot of homegrown players on this Detroit Fighting Irish team, and now there's going to be a penalty, and it's going to go against Detroit. It looked like that was a slash, and I think it's going to go against Brendan Hall. He did not like the fact that somebody stepped into him, so he turned around and just slashed him right in the legs, and Derek Woodworth saw that. So that'll be a slashing penalty against Hall. That'll come at 6:49. That will negate the Detroit power play. So the teams will play 4-on-4, and Fisher wins the draw deftly back to Berard. Berard whistles that shot wide. Fisher, though, comes away with the puck. Feeds it behind the net. Looks for the return pass. Shot save! Big save that time by Sheets, or that would have been history, as Steele and Fisher were working a neat little give and go. Now racing in is Higgins. He's pinched off the play, and Zachary Steele takes charge. Now here comes Jared Fisher. Just kind of lugging the puck up ice, tries to bang it off the wall, but it was briefly poked away by Oliver Allen. Back the other way, here comes Higgins. Higgins has the goal for Detroit. Fires that right into the shoulder of Gleisner, and he'll just pinch it right there to take the face-off in his own zone. 33 seconds left in the penalty to Devin Perry. 1:23 left in the penalty to Hall. So Fort Wayne will have power play time here in about a half a minute. 4-1 in favor of the Spacemen as we approach 12.5 minutes to go here in the second period. Daner puts on the brakes. Now ahead to Lucas Robbins. He'll just serve it ahead. Well, you have both of the Robbins boys out there, Lucas and Logan. No, check that. That's Barons out there. Down to the final 10 seconds on the Fort Wayne penalty, so they will have power play time coming up shortly. Banged off the boards by Pelegi, kept in by Fort Wayne. And that will just be secured by the glove of Justin Sheets. 5'9", 150-pounder out of Livonia, Michigan. And Fort Wayne now has 48 seconds of power play time, and the face-off will be in the Detroit zone to the right of Sheets. Now you have Logan Robbins out there with LaPointe and Caden Schwetz. Fort Wayne basically wins the draw as LaPointe outduels Piezo. Now LaPointe comes up high. Buck comes back to Kevin LaPointe. He can walk right up in the drive. Right up high. It's a loose puck right in front. Can Detroit? Oh, Detroit can't quite get it out of there. Great pressure by Schwetz. Schwetz rubs his man. Allen off the play. Now here's Fisher at the top of the circle. Tries to feed it through to Robbins. And now Logan Robbins comes back to the point. Kevin LaPointe calmly puts the puck right back onto the stick. Now Buck. Here comes LaPointe. LaPointe. Fisher. Score! And there is the record. Great passing by the Spacemen, and Fisher has made USPHL history. Goal number 47, and that is a new single-season goal-scoring record. What teamwork, what passing by the Spacemen. So goals number 46 and 47 coming here in the second period for Jared Fisher. This goal coming at 8:42. And the Spacemen are breaking this one open to the tune of 5-1. Lucas Robbins and LaPointe pick up the assists on the record-setting goal by Jared Fisher. He now has 47 for the season, and now racing in on the play. Here's Hornberg. Centers, can he get the putt home? Oh, that time Trey Huffman just couldn't quite finish as it was a little tight to the goal mouth. There's another shot right on. Hornberg tries to tip it. Sheets kicks it out. Tremendous offensive pressure by the Spacemen. That time a good job by Hightower to put his skate in the way. Detroit looking for a 3-on-2 back the other way. Good job by Daner, though, to rub his man off the play, and now here come Hornberg back the other way. Frankie Hornberg just throws it on goal, and Sheets will glove it. And they're making the official announcement about Jared Fisher's record-setting goal. So the face-off to the left of Justin Sheets, who has faced an awful lot of rubber in this game, and we're not at the halfway mark yet. Schwetz trying to control the puck. He does. Tries to get it over to Robbins. Robbins with a backhander. He scores. So a great play that time as the puck came loose in front. That'll be Lucas Robbins. And Fort Wayne is breaking this open to the tune now of 6-1. Schwetz will definitely get an assist. And this one coming at 9:43. So goals just 61 seconds apart. And Fort Wayne a 3-goal salvo here. And there is going to be a goaltender change for the Fighting Irish. And look like there's a little chirping going on between the Fort Wayne bench and Justin Sheets. So now we're going to have Derek Antol take over. LaPointe gets another assist. So he has a goal and 2 assists. And 6-1 Fort Wayne. We're under 10 minutes to go here. There's a shot that actually goes into the Fort Wayne player as that bangs into the body of Logan Robbins. Detroit tries to center, but that's knocked out of there by Ralph Vilsins, who's had a very active game for Detroit, now intercepted by Joseph Sherman. As we approach the 9.5-minute mark, that's just dumped back into the corner, and Fort Wayne goes for a line change. Fisher intercepts, waits for LaPointe to clear the zone. Now the pass comes over. Here's Behrens. Behrens is rubbed off the play by Schluckmeyer. Now it comes back. And Behrens controls for Fort Wayne. Cross ice. Here's Zachary Steele. Steele with a quick shot. Oh, that time Buck, who was right in front, tried to guide it with a backhand, and it just slithered by the net. So welcome to the game, Derek Antol. Tremendous pressure by Fort Wayne as Daner with the shot. And now Buck keeps it in. He'll just throw it on net. Pad save that time by Antol. Lucas Robbins to Fisher. Now Fisher, little backhander. That's off the blocker. Rebound just goes wide. So Fisher is all over the place, and so are the entire Spacemen on the zone. There's a shot that is smothered by Antol. Well, I'm not sure if you put Justin Sheets and Derek Antol together, they would equal Michael Heward, because one is 5'9", and Antol comes in listed as 5'8". Michael Heward, the Fort Wayne goaltender, is 6'5", although he is not playing tonight. Isaac Gleisner getting the start, and he has played very, very well. 8:34 to go. Fort Wayne wins the draw. Lucas Robbins. Now it comes back to the point. Now there is Huffman working his way in front. He goes down, but Trey Huffman with that high motor just banged off the wall, kind of out of frustration that time by Oliver Allen. That'll end up being an icing. 8:15 to go. Well, we've talked about at the outset of this 11-game homestand to conclude regular season play. If the Spacemen were going to finish above the 500 mark in this inaugural season, they had some work to do, coming in at 15-19. 3 overtime losses and a shootout loss, but this Detroit team just 11 wins, 27 losses, 2 overtime losses in 40 games. So I think Fort Wayne, just looking at it record-wise, felt rather optimistic about this weekend. So far it's worked out well with the 6-1 lead, now with 8 minutes to go in period 2. That's just feathered in by Carson Salkeld. And now back the other way, but that's intercepted by Emmy Johnson. Johnson has some space. Johnson trying to work past Oliver Allen. Deflected out of there. Lucas Robbins hounding his man, but back the other way, here comes Brendan Higgins. Higgins has the lone goal. Just kind of golfs it toward the goal and steered out of there by Gleisner. And now Fort Wayne. Good cross-ice pass right on the stick of Huffman. Huffman with speed, tries to work around his man, Oliver Allen. Berard, who was rushing in from his defensive spot. Now he's got the puck deep. Just behind the net he goes, but that's knocked out of there by Allen. Centering pass by Huffman is just poked behind the net by the defender Pelegi. Tremendous oppressive forechecking by the Spacemen. Berard just gloves that down, and it's offside. As Devin Perry couldn't quite clear the zone before Berard brought it over the blue line. 7:09 to go in period 2. Brendan Porter, Kent Horman here on the Spacemen Broadcast Network. It has been all Spacemen. They get the first 2 goals in the first period by Logan Robbins and LaPointe. Brendan Higgins got a goal for Detroit to make it 2-1. But then 4 straight goals by Fort Wayne has broken it open to the tune of 6-1, as we now have 7 minutes to go in period number 2. And Fort Wayne again, here's Fisher, tried to kick it back to Hornberg. Rodriguez just dumps it back into the corner. Now Devin Perry, a little bit of contact with Villasins, and now that'll go on goal, and Gleisner with a couple of Fighting Irish roaring in on him. They'll just cover it up for the faceoff. 6:41 remain here in period number 2. 6-1 Fort Wayne. Same 2 teams here tomorrow with some matinee hockey, 12:45. Rodriguez wraps it off the boards. Hornberg looks over his shoulder, sees Clay Hightower boring in on him. And Hightower racing in from his defensive zone, but Fort Wayne has a chance to break it out. And here comes Fisher. Fisher, well, loses the handle on it. I think he saw Hornberg was either going to deke it, but he just kind of lost the handle, and now they'll come back the other way. And that could be an icing. Well, they're going to wave it off. Rodriguez circles behind his net. Pass is intercepted by Detroit. Now Fort Wayne going to work behind its own net. Pass intercepted, so Detroit putting some pressure on. Rodriguez steps into his man. 6 minutes to go in period 2. Devin Perry, that's a little behind Fisher. Now Jack Hoffman. Fisher to Devin Perry, bounces off a skate, and they'll have to wait till he clears the zone. Now here comes Fisher. Fisher through a maze of Detroit players to Kevin LaPointe. LaPointe has a goal in this game. Now Kevin LaPointe in the corner. Gets it back to Fisher right behind the net. Jared Fisher comes out with the puck. Weaving around. That looked like a trip. No call. Fisher looks over his shoulder at the referee, saying, I just didn't lose an edge on purpose, but no call. And now it comes ahead to LaPointe, who has space, and a 2-on-1 for the Spacemen. Here's LaPointe boring in. The shot. Big save that time by Derek Antol to keep this a 6-1 hockey game with 5:16 to go. Well, in my opinion, that was one of those calls that probably should have been made, but maybe wasn't, with a 6-1 Fort Wayne lead. So Brandon Higgins, who has the lone tally, will face it off against Logan Robbins. And the puck winds up right on goal, so it's covered up by Derek Antol, who came on to replace the starter, Justin Sheets, after Fort Wayne dialed him up for a 6th spot. LaPointe with a quick shot. That's deflected into the corner, but racing after it is Logan Robbins. Brings it around behind the net. Schwetz banging around, trying to figure out a way to set up a teammate. And Schwetz comes out of there amidst 2 Detroit defenders. Comes cross ice back to the point. Diener will just weave it around the corner. Logan Robbins, then it hops over the stick of Austin Buck. It goes back deep into the Fort Wayne zone with 4:44 to go here in period 2. Buck that time hounded by Dylan Wells, but Now they come ahead. Here comes Kevin LaPointe. LaPointe working on 2 defenders. Now LaPointe tries to throw it up the middle. Puck was just bouncing around. Robbins gets it to Schwetz. Schwetz comes back to the point. Austin Buck comes cross ice. Daner, good movement by Fort Wayne. Bouncing biscuit right in front. LaPointe whirls and fires it wide. As the puck was like a pinball between 2 Fort Wayne players and 2 Fighting Irish defenders. But Fort Wayne dominating play once again here in period 2. Austin Buck weaves away from Dylan Wells, but then loses his footing. And now the Fighting Irish called for offside. Just over 4 minutes to go here in period number 2. It has been a fast-paced hockey game. Very few penalties to speak of. Fort Wayne dominating the shots and dominating the score sheet, leading 6-1. This is the opener of a 2-game weekend series between Midwest East Division rivals, the Fort Wayne Spacemen and the Detroit Fighting Irish. Now ahead it comes. Here comes Jared Fisher, who's got the 2 goals to set the single-season goal-scoring record in the USPHL, 46 and 47. Now the Spacemen take a look. It's ripped off the boards with authority where it's collected by Behrens. Now Fisher takes his time, tries to get it to Salkeld, comes back to Fisher at the top of the circle. His shot, score! And he's got the hat trick. Top of the circle and top shelf, and Fisher, goal number 48, he has the hat trick. And the bench floods off the ice to smother Jared Fisher. And I'll tell you, we were told that Fisher needed 2 for the record, but perhaps he did need 3 because the entire bench emptied.
Yeah, it looks like I'm getting some word from the owners of the Spacemen. It was 3 to tie, and before the game, he was actually 7 points from breaking the point record, too. So that's now down to 4.
Well, Fisher with the hat trick. Well, they're making the official announcement. He needed 3, and he got them all in this period after sitting out the first period. Behrens and Salkeld get the assist at 16:34. So Fisher needed 3 for the single season scoring record. He got all 3 here in period 2. 46, 47, and now a USPHL single season record 48th goal. 7-1 Spacemen, 3:10 to go. That pass just a little bit behind Lucas Robbins. Comes back to center. It's just dumped right back in. 7-1 in favor of Fort Wayne. Still 3 minutes to go in period 2. Well, Trey Huffman slides past Clay Hightower. Now here's Lucas Robbins. Goes back down to Huffman. Huffman being hounded that time by Oliver Allen, but Huffman strong in his pins. Now he'll turn, wrap it around the boards to the point. Rodriguez comes cross ice. Here's Jack Huffman to brother Trey. Back to Jack. A little strong for Rodriguez. He'll just play it off the board. Blistering drive. Loose biscuit right in front. Can he poke it? Oh, well, that time Huffman thought he had it and it went off the side of the pipe. Well, that shot goes up into the netting, so that was more of a lob wedge by Jack Huffman. And Trey Huffman is like, how did I not poke that puck? It was just sitting in the goal mouth. And Derek Antol had made a little slide move to his right, but he just tried to poke it and hit it off the pipe at the side of the net. 2:22 left in period 2. 7-1 in favor of the Spacemen. It's just dumped in by Berard. 2 Fort Wayne players go deep. It's Devin Perry and Toms Behrens. Now, Fort Wayne is just really dominating play right now in terms of puck control. That time, Carson Salkeld tried to wrap around as he had pinched in from his defensive spot. 2 minutes to go. Comes across, Hornberg. Well, that goes to Behrens. Now it comes back. Good job by Salkeld not to go offside. He'll just turn it back to Elvon Berard. Berard circles. Comes cross ice to Salkeld. And again, 100 seconds left in period number 2. Dumped into the Fort Wayne zone, flagged down by Gleisner. It has been all Fort Wayne as they lead 7-1, thanks to a 4-goal salvo here in period number 2. Now Behrens flips it ahead to Hornberg. He's bumped into that time by Vilsins. They just pinch along the wall. Well, almost a team picture at center ice. And referee Derek Woodworth says, come on, boys, play the puck. Behrens comes away with it and comes cross ice to his defenseman, Daner. Now the puck goes ahead to Hornberg, and he'll just chip it into the zone. Under a minute to go in the period. Good forecheck by Behrens. Looks like he'll head for a line change. Back the other way into the Fort Wayne zone, and it'll be icing as Daner runs it down. 7-1 Fort Wayne. And the story has been Jared Fisher, who basically was the mystery man. He did not play a shift in the first period. We do not know the reason. But he did play in period number 2 and scored goals 46, 47, 48, and the 48th set the new USPHL single-season goal-scoring record. So congratulations to Jared Fisher. Schwetz along the boards. He'll ring it around the wall and get behind the net. Trying to come out that time is Logan Robbins. Robbins swooping on in front. Now they feed it back to Kevin Lapointe. Lapointe evades his man. Lapointe with that big body and that strength on the puck. Going to the ice heavily that time was the Detroit defender. Now they're racing into the zone. Can they get the quick shot off? No! As losing the handle. Now here comes big Austin Buck leading the charge. The quick shot hits the goal post as that time Lapointe right off the pipe. Buck tries to golf it in at the buzzer. As that time at one end, it looked like it was Hightower who couldn't get the handle on the puck in front of Isaac Leisner. And Fort Wayne had a chance right toward the end. So all Fort Wayne in period number 2 as the teams head to their respective locker rooms, and a lot of pep on the step of the Spacemen, no question, especially with the performance in period number 2 by Jared Fisher. 7-1 Fort Wayne after 40 minutes of play. We will take a break and recap period 2. You are watching Spacemen Hockey on the Spacemen Broadcast Network.
Thank you for supporting Summit City Sports. For the last several years, we've provided the Fort Wayne community and beyond with coverage of a variety of sports, thanks to our title sponsorship from Parkview Sports Medicine. Since we began in 2015, our annual budget has covered the cost of videographers and commentators to over 300 plus games each year. New equipment and maintenance of that equipment, along with increased broadcast rights fees from the IHSAA. This season, we're reaching out to friends, families, and local businesses for additional sponsorships and donations. You can help us grow and get coverage to your favorite team or sport. A Summit City Sports sponsorship or donation will help make that happen. We have the goal of bringing fans live stream games of every SAC game we cover. With the additional funds, we'd invest in mobile internet devices, allowing us to bring our supporters every SAC conference football and boys and girls basketball games live, as well as more coverage for sports like cross country, tennis, golf, swimming, wrestling, track and field, baseball, and softball. For more information on sponsorships or how to donate, visit SummitCitySports.com.
Parkview Sports Medicine's integrated sports medicine team is built to serve the needs of all athletes in all sports. Our team's only goal is to improve athletes in every facet. PSM offers performance training to help athletes get better on the field, dedicated athletic rehabilitation and physical therapy to help them get better off of it, certified athletic trainers in our PSM schools providing daily support to our athletes, and a specialized orthopedic walk-in clinic when injury strikes. Call 260-266-4007 to speak to our care navigators or visit ParkviewSportsMedicine.com to learn more about what we can do to improve athletes.
The Acme Bar and Grill, where neighbors meet. A Fort Wayne tradition since 1941. We feature nightly dinner specials along with our iconic pizza, wings, and pork tenderloins, and barbecue in our family-friendly atmosphere with a retro flair. Additionally, we offer a full bar with 26 beers on tap from various Midwest breweries. We also have an area perfect for private events such as meetings, reunions, and banquets that holds up to 50 people. The Acme Bar and Grill, located in the heart of East State Village, where neighbors...
For every victory, for every highlight, for every team in the Summit Athletic Conference, we've got you covered. Like, follow, and subscribe for all the latest.
Parkview Sports Medicine's integrated sports medicine team is built to serve the needs of all athletes in all sports. Our team's only goal is to improve athletes in every facet. PSM offers performance training to help athletes get better on the field, dedicated athletic rehabilitation and physical therapy to help them get better off of it, certified athletic trainers in our PSM schools providing daily support to our athletes, and a specialized orthopedic walk-in clinic when injury strikes. Call 260-266-4007 to speak to our care navigators or visit ParkviewSportsMedicine.com to learn more about what we can do to improve athletes at all levels. Joint pain, sprains, strains, or a possible broken bone? Make the Parkview Ortho Express walk-in clinic your first stop when you have an orthopedic or sports injury. Parkview Ortho Express, located at the Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse, gives you access to quick care and orthopedic physicians when you need it most. Get x-rays, treatment, and referrals to Parkview Care, all in the convenience of a walk-in clinic. Parkview Ortho Express is open Monday through Thursday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m., and Saturday, 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. Call 260-266-4007 for more information.
No, I refuse to.
Brooks steals it, tips it away to himself. He'll go to the hoop and slam it down.
They attack, they get a great shot.
Here he comes. And Lucas Craw.
Shot hits the post, and the centering feed to Luke Gibson. Shot scores.
Rush comes. Oh, almost picked off by Ethan Hoover.
And the takedown.
The Kelly Automotive Group is simple, transparent, reliable. Simple. Our customer specialists make buying a car easy and fun. Transparent. Our price listed is the best price. No hassle, no gimmicks. Reliable. Buy with confidence and peace of mind. We work hard to ensure the best value however you shop. Come see us in Decatur at the 2733 Auto Mall and shop 7 brands in one location. The Kelly Automotive Group. Simple, transparent, reliable.
It's the comets. Comets falling from the sky. 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 Comets falling from the sky.
Joint pain, sprains, strains, or a possible broken bone? Make the Parkview Ortho Express walk-in clinic your first stop when you have an orthopedic or sports injury. Call 260-266-4007 for more information.
Get mad about blue. Get mad about your Fort Wayne Mad Ants. When looking for the best basketball action in town, it's the... Go to FortWayneMadAnts.com for the complete game schedule. See your Fort Wayne Mad Ant in action. Get mad about blue.
Developing athletes to be foundationally strong. Healthy and consistent training. Expert staff. Long-term athletic development. Parkview Sports Medicine Performance. Any athlete, any age, any skill level.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
Back at the Parkview Sport One Ice House. Brandon Porter, Kent Horman here in the Spacemen Broadcast Network as the chore of resurfacing the ice continues, but I'll tell you what, it has been all Fort Wayne Spacemen in this opener of a two-game weekend series between the Spacemen here in Fort Wayne and the visiting Detroit Fighting Irish. 7-1 Fort Wayne after 40 minutes of play, but the story of period number 2, history was made, league history was made courtesy of a Fort Wayne product. Jared Fisher, the captain, who did not skate a shift in the first period, he got things going at the 3:34 mark, took a pass from Cole Rodriguez, swooped in, and he scored a goal, a backhander in the top corner, and that was goal number 46. So we can take a look, and it was a tremendous play, and you know that Fisher had a lot of momentum and a lot of impetus, and there's a shot from the top of the circle, one of his goals, and I believe that was the record setter right there as he scored goals number 46, 47, and 48. The 48th set the single season USPHL record. To recap, Fisher got number 46 with an assist by Rodriguez at the 3:34 mark. Then he got number 47 with an assist from Lucas Robbins and Kevin Lapointe at 8:42. And then just a minute and 1 second later, Lucas Robbins scored with an assist from Schwetz. That was at 9:43. And then Fisher made history with goal number 48, snapping it from the top of the circle. Behrens and Salkeld got the assist at 16:34. So Jared Fisher, goals number 46, 47, and 48. So with the 3 goals, he has 48 goals, and with the 3 points, he now has 92 points. He is far and away the league leader in points this season. Just a couple of penalties in period number 2, as Devin Perry had an interference call at the 6-minute mark, and then it was Brandon Hull going off for slashing at 6:49. This is how much Fort Wayne has dominated the game. After the Robbins goal, the starter, Justin Sheets, was chased to the bench, so they brought in Derek Antol to relieve him, and he faced plenty of rubber as well. Shots on goal in that period, 21 for Fort Wayne, 9 for Detroit, and this is how the disparity of shots has really piled up. Fort Wayne a total of 45 shots, and Detroit with just 22, so a 2-to-1 shot advantage for the Spacemen. And we still have 20 minutes of hockey to play. 7-1 in favor of Fort Wayne. Same 2 teams tomorrow here at the Ice House. That'll be a 12:45 start. Then a week from tonight, Midwest comes to town. That'll be an 8 o'clock biscuit drop. And then Sunday, February 16th, it'll be a 12:45 face-off against Midwest. On February 16th, on that Sunday, a special shootout between periods. Icy will be in the building, and there will be some special guest shooters. We managed to take a sneak peek into the envelope as to who the guest shooters will be, but we are not allowed to reveal them, so you'll either have to watch us here on the Spacemen Broadcast Network or stop on out here at the Parkview Sport One Ice House. It is probably the best value you can get for $7, and plus they have a tremendous array of Spacemen gear, from shirts to hats of all types, from scarves. It's just a tremendous way to support the Fort Wayne Spacemen. And they actually have a Spaceman Ale up here in the Overtime Lounge, and part of the proceeds from every Spaceman Ale that is purchased go back to the hockey club. We'll take a break and we'll set the stage for the final 20 minutes. The Spacemen lead Detroit 7-1. You are watching Spacemen Hockey on the Spacemen Broadcast Network.
The Acme Bar and Grill, where neighbors meet. A Fort Wayne tradition since 1941. We feature nightly dinner specials along with our iconic pizza, wings, and pork tenderloins, and barbecue in our family-friendly atmosphere with a retro flair. Additionally, we offer a full bar with 26 beers on tap from various Midwest breweries. We also have an area perfect for private events such as meetings, reunions, and banquets that holds up to 50 people. The Acme Bar and Grill, located in the heart of East State Village, where neighbors...
For every victory, for every highlight, for every team in the Summit Athletic Conference, we've got you covered. Like, follow, and subscribe for all the latest.
Parkview Sports Medicine's integrated sports medicine team is built to serve the needs of all athletes in all sports. Our team's only goal is to improve athletes in every facet. PSM offers performance training to help athletes get better on the field, dedicated athletic rehabilitation and physical therapy to help them get better off of it, certified athletic trainers in our PSM schools providing daily support to our athletes, and a specialized orthopedic walking clinic when injury strikes. Call 260-266-4007 to speak to our care navigators or visit parkviewsportsmedicine.com to learn more about what we can do to improve athletes at all levels. Joint pain, sprains, strains, or a possible broken bone? Make the Parkview Ortho Express walk-in clinic your first stop when you have an orthopedic or sports injury. Parkview Ortho Express, located at the Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse, gives you access to quick care and orthopedic physicians when you need it most. Get x-rays, treatment, and referrals to Parkview Care, all in the convenience of a walk-in clinic. Parkview Ortho Express is open Monday through Thursday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m., and Saturday, 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. Call 260-266-4007 for more information.
Brooks steals it, tips it away to himself. He'll go to the hoop and slam it down.
They attack, they get a great shot.
Here he comes. And Lucas Cross.
Shot hits the post. And the centering feed to Luke Gibbs for shot, scores!
The rush comes. Oh, almost picked off by Ethan Hoover.
And the takedown.
The Kelly Automotive Group is simple, transparent, reliable. Simple. Our customer specialists make buying a car easy and fun. Transparent. Our price listed is the best price. No hassle, no gimmicks. Reliable. Buy with confidence and peace of mind. We work hard to ensure the best value however you shop. Come see us in Decatur at the 2733 Auto Mall and shop 7 brands in one location. The Kelly Automotive Group. Simple, transparent, reliable.
It's the comets. Comets falling from the sky. 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 Comets falling from the sky.
Joint pain, sprains, strains, or a possible broken bone? Make the Parkview Ortho Express walk-in clinic your first stop when you have an orthopedic or sports injury. Call 260-266-4007 for more information.
Get mad about blue. Get mad about your Fort Wayne Mad Ants. When looking for the best basketball action in town, it's the Go to FortWayneMadAnts.com for the complete game schedule. See your Fort Wayne Mad Ant in action. Get mad about blue.
Back at the Parkview Sport One Ice House, Brandon Porter, Kent Horman, as we are set for third period action. And the face-off is won by Robbins, back to Daner. And Daner has it briefly poked off his stick. And Austin Buck with that long reach. There's a quick shot that just slides through the goal mouth. And there's a high shot that flies into the corner where Logan Robbins, with his speed, will lead the breakout. Robbins has the full turbines cooking as he breaks into the zone, slides by a defender, looks to center, but that's poked away by Oliver Allen. And here comes Detroit, but pocket is picked, but now the Fighting Irish are still fighting into the zone. A little long that time for Allen. Justin Daner bumped his man off the play, and now here comes Logan Robbins. Tries to get the pass ahead to Schwetz, but that's intercepted by Detroit. Spinning is Oliver Allen, a fine defenseman for Detroit. Schwetz steps into his man with authority. Dumped into the zone, and that is sticked aside by Derek Antall. We've played the opening minute of the third period, 7-1 in favor of the Spacemen. And if you're just tuning in, history made as Jared Fisher, the captain of the Spacemen, scored the 3-goal hat trick in period number 2, giving him 48 for the season, a single season goal-scoring record. That shot goes wide. Battle for the puck between Giuseppe Piezo. Now it comes on goal through a maze of players. Gleister goes down, and he'll steer that away. You know, Gleister's only faced about 23 shots, but some of them have been testers, so a fine night in goal by Isaac Gleister. Now Fisher trying to get through the defense. He's knocked off the play. Behrens, though, controls. Back to Cole Rodriguez. Rodriguez back to Tom's Behrens, top of the circle. Snapshot, and that's right to the glove of Antol. 18-19 to go. 7-1 in favor of Fort Wayne. Fresh defense come out. Carson Salkeld and Elvan Berard. Fisher on the draw for Fort Wayne. Same two teams tomorrow here, 12:45. That shot is right on by Salkeld. He has a lethal shot from the point that more often than not is right on goal. Very quick release. So Fisher again. And Fisher controls the draw. That shot is right on. Scramble in the goal mouth, and Antol is able to hold his ground and keep the puck out. Berard into the corner. Steele tries to get it to Fisher, but instead Ralph Vilsins, that intercepted by Fort Wayne. Now it comes back to Berard. He comes cross ice. Here's Salkeld. Another low shot. Stick save that time by Antol, and he will smother for the faceoff. Fort Wayne picking up right where it left off with just oppressive pressure in the Detroit zone. Now it looks like wholesale changes for the Spacemen. Buck and Justin Daner on the point. We understand the power of the stream, the power of the internet, that Justin Daner's grandparents are tuning into the broadcast down in Florida. So it's great to have you on board watching Spacemen hockey, and your grandson is a tremendous defenseman, and he gathers the puck, tries to feed it ahead to Lucas Robbins. Now he steps into his man, takes Kostecki off the play, and here's Austin Buck, the big assistant captain. Shoots it off a skate, but he grabs the rebound, and he'll race it in with authority. Buck dropped off to Huffman. Huffman's shot is blocked out of there. So Trey Huffman, always a spark on the ice. Jimmy Johnson, he has it with his big body. Oh, that's just barely kicked out of there that time by Antol, and the puck lay right near the goal mouth. Now racing forward is Daner, and he will wheel, put on the brakes. Lets Kostecki skate right by him. Good play there. Now Carson Salkeld right on the stick of Huffman. Huffman will just swoop it into the zone, and then he will give chase against Ralphsville Sins. We've already played 3 minutes and 10 seconds. Robbins intercepts, looks for Schwetz in front. Schwetz, oh, he can't get the backhander. Just slid past the pipe. Berard started to race in from his defensive spot. Now he still is able to keep it in, and they dump it right back into the corner. Pelegi wraps it off the boards and hops over the stick of Salkeld, and turning is Kevin Lapointe. Comes cross ice to Berard, who plays it off the wall. Now Berard spins, lets two Fighting Irish go right past him. Carson Salkeld moves it up, played off the boards by Robbins. Here comes Robbins penetrating the zone, comes across to Kevin Lapointe. Lapointe just has it slip off his stick, and they'll have to get back on side. So Lapointe will circle, now put the brakes on, spin away from his man. Tell you what, when the puck is on Kevin Lapointe's stick, it just does not come off. Look at Lapointe swoop through the defense. The shot blocked that time by Detroit. We've played 4 minutes of the final period. 7-1 Fort Wayne. Now Caden Schwetz tries to put a shot on goal, but a lot of congestion in front of the Detroit net right now. But Detroit is just absolutely dominating puck control. Schwetz with a good forecheck. Spins away from one man, Lane Stewart. Berard keeps it in. Now Berard dancing through some players, loses his footing, and back the other way. Here come Detroit, a chance for a 2-on-1. Hustling in, right through the goal mouth. Covered up that time, and it was a good 2-on-1 effort that time by Vilsins and Piezo. Couldn't get a lot of lumber on it, and Kleistner was able just to slide over and cover it up. So even though Fort Wayne has roughly had a 2-to-1 shots on goal advantage, it was 45-22 after 2 periods. Gleisner's had some tricky things to handle, and he's done a tremendous job. Really, he had no chance on the goal he gave up. It was a one-timer by Brendan Higgins from the top of the circle on a good cross-ice pass in the first period. Devin Perry jousting that time with Carter Schleckmeyer. Now it comes along the wall. Hornberg will just dump it into the corner. And we are down to 15 minutes to go in period number 3. Well, we know that head coach Kaylee Schrock does not want his team to take its foot off the gas. But I think Fort Wayne also is thinking about no unnecessary penalties, play disciplined hockey, and don't get anybody hurt by doing something a little reckless or needless. Now into the corner it comes. Rodriguez bumps his man off the play, but able to control still is Brendan Higgins. Higgins then steps into Perry. Rodriguez bangs it off of both players. Now Rodriguez controls and just dumps it to center. Now that goes off a Rodriguez skate. He comes cross ice for Jack Huffman, and that will wind up in the Detroit bench. 14:27 left to go in the third period. This has been a very fast-paced game. We got a bit of a late start tonight, but they have more than made up for it with a relatively penalty-free game. And even though we've had 8 total goals scored, 7 by Fort Wayne, this game has moved right along. Daner across to Buck. Now it comes to Behrens. Behrens snaps the pass right onto the stick of Steele. Just tries to feather it in. Behrens with a shot. That's blocked by a skate. Buck gets it over to Jared Fisher, who made league history tonight with the hat trick, giving him 48 goals, a single-season goal-scoring record. Behrens with a shot. That's blocked. Now Buck keeps it in with that big reach. Right through the goal mouth, and Fisher tries to... He scores! Fisher picked up the loose change and scores his 4th goal of the game. 8-1 Fort Wayne. Well, it has been the Jared Fisher show. He now has 49, this coming at 6:15. And let's see if he gets a helper here on the play. 8-1 in favor of the Spacemen. Can you imagine if he had not sat out the first period?
It'd be interesting to see how many he'd be at right now.
Behrens and Buck get the assists for Fort Wayne. On the 4th goal of the night, the Texas hat trick and goal number 49 of the season, scored by Jared Fisher, coming at the 6:15 mark. So he breaks the single season goal scoring record and now is just continuing to add on to it. Goals 46, 47, 48, and now 49. Carson Salkeld glides back into his zone, cross ice to Alvon Berard. That's in the skates of Emmy Johnson, so Berard will take it. Tries to skate between 2 or 3 defenders, and Berard somehow manages to come away with the puck. Berard being chased along the wall by Brendan Hull. Berard still has it. Comes back to the point. Emmy Johnson was covering for him. Johnson comes cross ice. Daner with the quick shot. Or check that. That was Salkeld. Now back the other way. Good move by Detroit. But great footwork by Emmy Johnson to thwart the attempt that time by Oliver Allen. Comes across to Berard. Berard taking a look. He'll just take some time off the clock and work behind his own net. Now Berard a little behind Salkeld, but he'll just play it off the wall. Comes cross ice, collected neatly by Emmy Johnson. Johnson trying to outrace Piezo. Dumped back into the corner by Huffman. Now Emmy Johnson. Will he feed the point, or will he look for the slot? He tries to go to the goal mouth, and the puck's in, I believe. Yes. Don't know if somebody got a stick on it or if that took a crazy care of him. And Emmy Johnson gets the goal, but now it's 9-1 Fort Wayne. We're trying to figure out who got it for sure. It might be Lucas Robbins. No, we'll wait for the official announcement. The goal coming at 7:46. And now 9-1 in favor of the Spacemen. That's what happens when you throw the puck on goal. It is Lucas Robbins. Johnson with the assist. So Lucas Robbins was perched right at the side of the net and was able to take that centering pass by Johnson and guide it home. There's another shot that goes right on goal. I believe that was tipped by Schwetz. So the Spacemen are just pelting the Detroit net with shots. And now 9-1, and you know there's still 11:52 to go, Brandon, but you have to more or less put this one in the win column for Fort Wayne. The key will be then what happens tomorrow, because you don't want a repeat of what happened January 24th, 25th, which was a 13-3 win, and then the next day you hang on by your fingernails to win 2-1. So One of the good things I would say about this period, not quite halfway through yet, is Fort Wayne has not taken its foot off the gas. They've scored 2 more goals.
Yeah, that's one thing to do, is to keep the pressure on. Even if it's not really scoring goals, you still got to maintain an offensive pressure, or presence, I mean. And you can't just really sit back, oh, well, we got a 7-8 goal lead now, so let's just kind of mess around with it. You got to stay on the gas, or this is going to turn against you really quick.
So the Fighting Irish looking for some sort of an answer. You have to figure they're going to want to try to win the last 11 and a half minutes, as that is an icing. Buck wins the race against Dylan Wells. You know, when you're getting rather whipped, a coach will say, well, let's just try to win the period. And especially when there is another game tomorrow, Detroit's going to look for any kind of momentum possible that it can take into tomorrow's game. And Kaylee Schrock does not want to see a bit of that whatsoever. Now Hornberg gets his stick on that, battling with Dylan Wells at center ice. And here comes Trey Huffman. Trey Huffman with speed. Trey Huffman, quick shot. That's deflected out of there that time before the puck could reach the net. Looked like that was Carter Schluckmeyer who got the stick on it. And the puck flipped up into the netting. 11:08 to go here in period number 3. Be a battle of number 9s, Piezo and Huffman. And Detroit trying to break things out. Daner, though, gets a sweep check on that play, and here comes Huffman with speed. He's one-on-one. Here comes Trey Huffman. Quick shot. Save that time by Antol, and he'll cover up. Well, there is the speed that time of Trey Huffman, as he had a lot of open ice, one man to beat. Snapped the quick shot off. Antol was equal to the task. So here comes the record setter, Jared Fisher, who has 4 goals tonight. At 49, he'll just be padding his single-season goal-scoring record. When you think about the fact he now has 49 goals in this, his 38th game of the season. Now Berard spins in his own end, puts the brakes on. He'll just work behind his own net. And ahead it comes to Zachary Steele. Steele has good wheels. Steele doing a little dancing, looking to find a teammate to set up. Comes back to Berard. Berard comes cross ice, looking to put the puck on the stick of Zachary Steele with Salkeld. Comes back to Salkeld. Big drive. Score! We talked about the tremendous shot that Carson Salkeld has from the point. And there was a full demonstration as he just ripped that one into the back of the net from 60 feet out. And now, 10 goals for Fort Wayne, a 10-1 lead. The goal coming at 9:53.
Fort Wayne Spacemen goal scorer, number 2, Carson Salkeld.
Zachary Steele gets the lone helper. There's another quick shot that just goes wide, and that will bounce up and wind up in the netting for a face-off. .9:49 left in the match, and now 10-1 in favor of Fort Wayne. A victory by the Spacemen would give them a record of 16-19, 3 overtime losses. They have lost a game in a shootout. So they would be 3 wins from the 500 mark. And again, their remaining games are here at the Parkview Sport One Ice House. There's a shot from the point by Jack Huffman. That's covered up by Derek Antol. We talked about this in the pregame show. Detroit is not a very high-scoring team. They came in with only 121 goals as a team. They now have 122. The Spacemen came in with 161. Well, they now have 171. And in fact, with the way the score stands right now, with under 9.5 to go, as a team, the Spacemen have scored 171 goals. They have given up 171 goals. Robbins misses his man, Clay Hightower, but Fort Wayne controls the puck. Jimmy Johnson trying to get it deep into the zone. Comes across to Trey Huffman. Trey Huffman shot. That's blockered out of there that time by Antol. Another drive from the point. Tip attempt that time by Robbins, and that steered it just a little bit wide. Now with under 9 to go, Detroit trying to make anything happen. Racing into the corner is Rodriguez. And intercepted right in front. There's a shot. Oh, he couldn't get a lot of lumber on it. It was an attempt that time by Higgins, who has the lone goal. And it was one-on-one with Gleister. He went to the backhand. It just couldn't get much on it. Well, that time, maybe out of a little frustration, Higgins runs Trey Hoffman. Now LaPointe, can he get it ahead to him? Yes, here comes Trey Hoffman. It's 2-on-1 with the Hoffman brothers. The shot hits the pipe and goes high into the netting. Well, you had both Trey and Jack breaking in. Trey used his brother as a decoy and then shot it off the pipe and up into the netting. So full line changes for Fort Wayne. 8:16 left in the hockey game. Daner and Buck on the defense. Fort Wayne controls. Kevin LaPointe centers. Schwetz
scores.
Got it right through the 5-hole. Well, kind of a delayed celebration there, but Schwetz took it right down the pipe. A little bit of a delay there to make sure, and it is now an 11-1 Fort Wayne lead. This goal coming at 11:50. And unless it was deflected, we believe that'll be Caden Schwetz with the goal. And I believe LaPointe should have an assist. That would be the third assist for LaPointe to go with the goal. We'll wait for the official announcement. LaPointe gets the lone helper, and here comes LaPointe looking for more. Tries to just feed it through the goal mouth. And Schwetz was there that time, but just couldn't quite finish it. Now he swoops in on the puck. Tries to come back to the point, but it's deflected out of there. And Detroit looking for any kind of energy as Pileggi plays it behind his net. Now the Detroit player is knocked off his feet. Quick shot by LaPointe. And LaPointe scores. Well, the hits just keep on coming. 12:29 is the time of the goal. And again, I believe that was LaPointe. We'll wait for the official confirmation. 5 more goals for Fort Wayne in this period. Now an even dozen, 12-1 Spacemen. Draw one by Fort Wayne. Salkeld controls, just banks it off the boards ahead to Devin Perry. Comes back into the Fort Wayne zone. Salkeld gets cross ice. Yep, it is LaPointe. Schwetz and Logan Robbins on the assist for the LaPointe goal. That coming at 12:29, and we are approaching the 7-minute mark left in the game. Probably 7 minutes that can't come quickly enough for Detroit, as the Spacemen have been all over them 12-1. It's been a 5-point night for Kevin LaPointe, 2 goals and 3 assists. Of course, Jared Fisher has the Texas hat trick with 4 goals and the all-time single-season league goal-scoring record now at 49. A shot by Berard, and yet another goal, making a baker's dozen for the Spacemen. This one coming at 13:25. Well, if Kaylee Schrock did not want the Spacemen to take the foot off the gas, they are proving that. 6 goals now here in the third period, and still 6.5 to go. Berard with the goal. Trey Huffman and Hornberg get the assist. That one coming at 13:25. 13-1 in favor of Fort Wayne, the old baker's dozen. Now Fisher leaves it to Robbins, and that was deflected, and here comes Detroit back the other way. Racing in with a little bit of speed that time is Kostecki, but again, Gleister doing a good job of hugging the post. And now here comes Jack Huffman, chipped out by Steele. That gets the puck past Schleckmeyer, and racing in is Fisher. Now Fisher dancing behind the net. Comes back to the point, caroms it off the boards. Cole Rodriguez back to Fisher. Fisher in his office, top of the circle. Fisher by one defender, loose puck in front. And it looks like we're going to have a penalty on the play.
So this is something you don't really see. The starter, after getting pulled, his backup gets pulled, so now the starter is back in the net.
Well, this is the only penalty that's been called so far of the period. Looks like that'll be a slash. I believe it'll be on Kostecki. This coming at the 14:26 mark. Kostecki goes off with the slash at 14:26. So Justin Sheets started, Derek Antol relieved him, and now Sheets returning. That's like losing the coin toss, because I'm not sure either of these goalies have wanted to face this much activity. Fort Wayne started this period with 45 shots, and I would be surprised if they don't tack at least another 20 on in this period. Fort Wayne on the power play with 1.5 minutes to go with the man advantage and 5 minutes to go in this hockey game. All Fort Wayne 13-1. And looking to add more. I'm sure the message was sent loudly and clearly by Kaylee Schrock. You guys will play the full 60. There's a shot on goal, that time by Trey Huffman. That's steered aside that time by Sheets. Huffman keeps it in, bangs it off the boards. Battle for the puck in the corner. And Fort Wayne comes away with it. Back again to Trey Huffman. The one-timer is right on. I don't think Sheets really saw it that well, but he kicked it out of there. Now back to Berard, who has a goal. Now Berard dumps it in deep. Coming right through the slot is Behrens. That goes over the top of the crossbar. Now 40 seconds still left in the power play. Racing right through the slot with speed with Steele. Just poked off his stick as he was trying to set the backhander up. Comes back to Berard at the point. Berard comes cross ice to Trey Huffman. That'll be a delayed offside, and Detroit has a chance, but racing back is Berard. Berard now plenty of open ice, and they're catching Detroit in a bit of a line change. Berard snaps the shot. Hit the crossbar and went up into the netting. Berard was smelling yet another goal. Well, they've got 13 goals, and I believe probably about a half a dozen posts or crossbars to go with it. Line change for the Spacemen. 3:52 to go in the hockey game. 17 seconds left in the power play. 13-1 Spacemen. Buck comes cross ice. Fisher is manning the point now. The power play. Buck with the one-timer, but that goes wide. Fort Wayne, though, regains control. Fisher, top of the circle. Comes across. LaPointe with the shot. That again is blocked. The puck caroming all over the place, and now the power play is over as Gleisner pounding his stick to signal that the penalized player would come back on the ice, and there's icing called against Detroit. Under 3.5 to go. Well, we've had 14 total goals, 13 for Fort Wayne, and only 7 penalties in this game, and all of them 2-minute minors. And there's only been a couple of stick fouls. They're slashing penalties, one on Hull, one on Kostecki, and they weren't major slashes. So it's been a cleanly played hockey game, but just dominated by the Spacemen. Now in front, Hornberg is scrumming around looking for a puck. There goes on goal again, this time intercepted by Detroit as Lucas Robbins was trying to set a teammate up. Buck with the interception. Now to Hornberg. He'll just dump it deep into the corner. Robbins racing in, takes a peek over his shoulder, bumped off the play. Fighting for the wraparound attempt that time was Hornberg. Comes back to the point. Gaynor loads up the one-timer, but goes off the tip of his stick. And back the other way, here come the Fighting Irish. Daner with a bit of a poke check there, and now racing into the corner is Giuseppe Piezo, and with speed, here comes big Austin Buck. He's just going to carry the puck himself. Good back check that time by Joseph Sherman to try to poke it away. Then they get tangled up, and down goes Buck. Hornberg pinching in. He'll take charge of the puck, but now here come the Fighting Irish looking for the breakout, looking for anything positive to happen here in the final 2:22. Good poke check that time by Lucas Robbins. Kostecki, though, tries to center, intercepted by Daner. Daner will lead the breakout, gets it ahead to Zachary Steele. Steele weaves past the defender. Steele with speed, puts the brakes on, loses an edge and falls down. Detroit looking to come back the other way. That time Fisher cuts off Ralph Vilsins. So Vilsins, the guy from Latvia, trying to make some stuff happen. And that time a bit of a battle between Rodriguez and Clay Hightower, and the puck just slithers toward the goal, and Gleister will cover it up. We are down to 1:49 to go. Fisher is out with Behrens and Steele, and the defenders are Cole Rodriguez and Jack Huffman. The puck goes back to the point. There's a quick shot that goes into some skates, and now Fisher tries to lead the breakout, and he does. He intercepts that time as Higgins was bidding to make a play, but now it's on the stick of Fisher. We're down to 1:36 to go. Into the corner, turning it back up is Brendan Hall, back to the point. Jack Huffman just guides it back behind the net. There's Brendan Hall, but no, it's intercepted. Fort Wayne, there's a shot that goes wide, that time by Tom's Behrens. Fort Wayne now just, I think, content to try to run some clock here. Centering pass that time is intercepted by Detroit, but they're just having a very difficult time breaking out with the play. One last opportunity. There's a quick move in front. Gleisner holds his ground and pinches off an attempt by Clay Hightower. We now have a minute to play in the game. It's been all Fort Wayne. And I'll tell you what, in these one-sided affairs, the goaltender who's on the winning end, you sometimes could think, well, you just have a night off, or you kind of fall asleep a little. Isaac Gleisner has been sensational. Centering pass goes nowhere, and here comes Detroit. Long cross-ice pass. Saul Keldo tried to bang it off the boards, kept in that time. And here comes Detroit, one last opportunity, but it's swept away by Behrens, and here comes Jack Hoffman. It's a 3-on-2. Behrens, Steele is also jumping into the play. Behrens puts it right on the stick of Steele. He has the open look, tries to center it in front. Behrens can't quite keep the handle on it. There's a shot right on and kicked out of there, down to the final 16 seconds. One last opportunity for the Fighting Irish. Poked away, though, by Emmy Johnson. And we are down to the final 6 seconds. And they'll just let the clock run out as Detroit realizes there's no use in trying any more when you're down to 5 seconds to play. And there is the final horn. The Spacemen dominate this game, the opener of the weekend series, as Fort Wayne defeats the Detroit Fighting Irish 13-1. We'll take a break and wrap things up from the Parkview Sport One Ice House. You are watching Fort Wayne Spacemen hockey on the Spacemen Broadcast Network.
The Acme Bar and Grill, where neighbors meet. A Fort Wayne tradition since 1941. We feature nightly dinner specials along with our iconic pizza, wings, and pork tenderloins, and barbecue in our family-friendly atmosphere with a retro flair. Additionally, we offer a full bar with 26 beers on tap from various Midwest breweries. We also have an area perfect for private events such as meetings, reunions, and banquets that holds up to 50 people. The Acme Bar and Grill, located in the heart of East State Village, where neighbors...
For every victory, for every highlight, for every team in the Summit Athletic Conference, we've got you covered. Like, follow, and subscribe for all the latest.
Parkview Sports Medicine's integrated sports medicine team is built to serve the needs of all athletes in all sports. Our team's only goal is to improve athletes in every facet. PSM offers performance training to help athletes get better on the field, dedicated athletic rehabilitation and physical therapy to help them get better off of it, certified athletic trainers in our PSM schools providing daily support to our athletes, and a specialized orthopedic walking clinic when injury strikes. Call 260-266-4007 to speak to our care navigators or visit Parkview ParkviewSportsMedicine.com to learn more about what we can do to improve athletes at all levels. Joint pain, sprains, strains, or a possible broken bone? Make the Parkview Ortho Express walk-in clinic your first stop when you have an orthopedic or sports injury. Parkview Ortho Express, located at the Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse, gives you access to quick care and orthopedic physicians when you need it most. Get x-rays, treatment, and referrals to Parkview Care, all in the convenience of a walk-in clinic. Parkview Ortho Express is open Monday through Thursday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m., and Saturday, 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. Call 260-266-4007 for more information.
Brooks steals it, tips it away to himself. He'll go to the hoop and slam it down.
They attack, they get a great shot.
Here he comes. And Lucas Cross.
Shot hits the post. And the centering feed to Luke Gibson. Shot scores.
Rush comes. Oh, almost picked off by Ethan Hoover.
And the takedown.
The Kelly Automotive Group is simple, transparent, reliable. Simple. Our customer specialists make buying a car easy and fun. Transparent. Our price listed is the best price. No hassle, no gimmicks. Reliable. Buy with confidence and peace of mind. We work hard to ensure the best value however you shop. Come see us in Decatur at the 2733 Auto Mall and shop 7 brands in one location. The Kelly Automotive Group. Simple, transparent, reliable.
It's the comets. Comets falling from the sky. 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 Comets falling from the sky.
Joint pain, sprains, strains, or a possible broken bone? Make the Parkview Ortho Express walk-in clinic your first stop when you have an orthopedic or sports injury. Call 260-266-4007 for more information.
Get mad about blue. Get mad about your Fort Wayne Mad Ants. When looking for the best basketball action in town, it's the Go to FortWayneMadAnts.com for the complete game schedule. See your Fort Wayne Mad Ants in action. Get mad about blue.
Developing athletes to be foundationally strong. Healthy and consistent training. Expert staff. Long-term athletic development. Parkview Sports Medicine Performance. Any athlete, any age, any skill level.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
Back at the Parkview Sport One Ice House, Brendan Porter, Kent Horman, and a lot of fans who turned out tonight are going home happy because just a dominating performance by the Fort Wayne Spacemen. And we talked about this in the past. You get yourself a big lead, you could tend to get just a little lackadaisical. But the Spacemen, they decided, no, we're not only going to put the foot down on the gas pedal, we're going to put it through the floorboard. And all they did was take a 7-1 lead and score 6 more goals in the third period to, again, complete the domination of the Detroit Fighting Irish in a 13-1 victory. And here's what happened in period 3. And it was all Fort Wayne. Jared Fisher, who made USPHL history when he scored his 4th goal of the game, his single season record 49th. So he had the Texas hat trick, and he now is the single season goal scoring leader with 49 goals. You had Tom Behrens and Austin Buck with the assist at 6:15. Then at 7:46, Lucas Robbins took a cross ice pass right at the goal mouth for Mimi Johnson. Again, 7:46, Robbins with the goal. Carson Salkeld with a blistering drive from the point. Zachary Steele with the assist, that coming at 9:53, but oh, there was more. Caden Schwetz set up by Kevin LaPointe at 11:50. Then LaPointe got the favor returned to him by Schwetz. You also had Logan Robbins with a helper on the play. That comes at 12:29. And then Elvan Berard, he scored a goal. Trey Huffman and also Frankie Hornberg had the assist on that one as well. So a total of 6 goals in the period for Fort Wayne. 13-1 was the final score. Just one penalty in the period, and that was a slashing call against Jay Kostecki at 14:26. A relatively cleanly played game. A total of 7 penalties, and 4 on Fort Wayne and 3 on Detroit. But here was the true story of the game, the absolute dominance of shots on goal in the period. Detroit only had 4 shots in the third period, and Fort Wayne had 25. So for the game, Detroit had 26 shots. The Spacemen poured 70 shots on the Detroit goal, thus resulting in the 13-goal performance. And I'll tell you, Brandon, this kind of sets the stage for tomorrow. Detroit isn't a physical team. They're not a very offensive-minded team, and they're not really a very highly penalized team, so it's not like they're going to come out looking for a bunch of retribution. I mean, you put that many shots on goal, you're going to score goals, especially since they have very small goaltenders. But they do not want a repeat of what happened a couple of weeks ago, beating Columbus 13-3 on the Friday night game, and then Saturday holding on for a 2-1 win. So Kaylee Schrock is going to want to see more of the same tomorrow when these two teams face it off here at the Ice House at 12:45.
Yeah, like you said, they're not physical, and even when it was down 13-1, you didn't really see a lot of extra goofiness on the ice between penalties. It was a very clean game despite the score. And as you said, that's one thing that the Spacemen do not want to do, is to have a repeat of what happened with Columbus. You came out, just destroyed them the first game, and then the second game you're just barely hanging on there. So one thing's for sure, they're definitely got to keep the foot on the gas tomorrow, and hopefully they don't use all their offensive talent tonight.
Well, again, the same two teams meet tomorrow here at the Ice House. It'll be the Detroit Fighting Irish and the homestanding Fort Wayne Spacemen, and the face-off will be at 12:45. And then don't forget, next weekend it'll be big doings. A week from tonight, it'll be Midwest coming in for an 8 o'clock face-off. Same two teams then at 12:45 on Sunday the 16th. That will be Midwest taking on Fort Wayne. And a special feature on the 16th, they will be having a celebrity shootout between periods. Icy the Eagle, the Comets mascot, will be on hand, and there will be some special guest shooters to test out Icy. So that'll do it for tonight's broadcast of Spacemen Hockey. For Brandon Porter, my name is Kent Horman. Until we join you tomorrow here from the Parkview Sport One Ice House, the final score of tonight's USPHL